in MGM Grand.
MGM Grand, supposedly.
MGM Grand, yeah.
What do you mean supposedly? It's MGM Grand, bro. So it's on BoxRec.
I said supposedly just to fuck with you.
Supposedly, it says it's
just
on
to fuck with you.
Vegas, yeah.
No, it's in Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, because of course it's gonna be in fucking Vegas because they pay, like I told you, they pay him $20 million, $25 million just to fight that building.
You wanna tell Dan Rayfield to shut his mouth on Twitter, man?
I hate Dan Rayfield, bro. I was just telling
listen to him though.
Nah, I don't listen to him, bro. I just read what I read what he wrote on fucking
He
boxing.
told you to tell me that thing it's gonna be in.
He didn't tell me that.
It's a great event, man. That's what I mean. May the 3rd, boy. Pound for pound, the best fighter steps back in between the ropes, man. That's a great look for boxing. That's all I can say.
Yeah, pound for pound, the best of all time steps in the ring for all the haters.
Yeah, you reckon pound for pound all time? I'm not gonna argue that. You know what I mean?
The best ever. The best ever. That's why they call him TBE.
What does TBE stand for? The best ever? Oh, yeah, the best ever. Okay, TBE.
Not the greatest. The greatest is Muhammad Ali. But he's the Floyd's the best.
Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
Why not?
Get out of here.
Why not? Why? Who's better?
Because he's not, man. He ain't better than Leonard. He ain't better than Ray Robertson. He ain't better than fucking Hagler. He ain't better than Duran. Come on, man.
He ain't better than Duran. Duran quit.
Why he's not better than Sugar Ray Leonard?
He ain't better than Duran. Get out the fuck.
Sugar Ray Leonard. Why are you better than Leonard?
Floyd's among one of the greatest. He ain't the fucking greatest.
They call Floyd a ducker, but Sugar Ray Leonard was just as much of a.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Floyd ain't better than Duran.
He ducked Hagler. He won a world title. He won 2 world titles.
He ain't better than Ray Robertson. None of them cats out here, bro.
What did he make? The light heavyweight champion come down?
Let me tell you something, bro.
You're saying he's not the GOAT.
Listen, let me tell you something, bro. I talk to people who've seen Ray Robertson in his prime, bro, and they've seen Floyd Mayweather. Shut up, man. Let me talk. Like, I see there. I don't mean to be disrespectful, yeah. Who've seen Ray Leonard, who's seen Ray Robertson, who's seen Floyd Mayweather, and I'm telling you, bro. He ain't there, bro. He ain't there. Tommy Tipman Hearns was watching fucking Pacquiao and Floyd. He said, I'll fucking beat the two of them together, bro. Come on now. Let us hold it down, bro. You know what I mean? Floyd's nice, but he ain't.
So he's not
this is a weak. You know what, Beats? Let me tell you something, bro. Let me say, this is the weakest era, yeah, of boxing, yeah? Weakest era of boxing ever had. Weakest era of boxing, yeah? And in the weakest era, Floyd is the man. This ain't the most dominant era of boxing where you had in the 80s and the 90s savages. And Floyd ain't about it. Right now, Floyd's dominating a crop of weak guys, man. Come on.
You want to do another one of those things we did?
We can do a debate.
So what are we saying? He's more curry goat than the goat.
Floyd ain't it, bro. Don't
man, let's do it. Let's do it right now, man. Light that shit up. Light that fire. Let's do the debate right now.
All right, we're gonna light up Floyd.
Hold on. Beast is gonna set it up. We're gonna do it right now.
We're gonna light Floyd up. Bring up your box recs, fellas. Bring up your box recs.
I'm good, man. I don't need no box rec. My head's.
Nah, I don't use no damn box rec.
Yeah,
you gotta break.
All right, well you're gonna get destroyed. You know what I mean? When you start talking bullshit.
Yeah, hey, look. If somebody needs to use box rec to beat me, then I feel I already won. Because I never use box rec.
Nah. You use box rec. That's a cushion.
Yeah, you just use it as a buffer, innit?
Hey, what are we talking about? Floyd? We talking about Floyd?
Yeah, critical look at Floyd.
I've got Floyd's resume in my head.
All right, so look, this is what we're gonna do. Let's set it up before we cover it. Am I gonna be the only person defending Floyd?
No, it's not. No. Umar. Just let the video settle and ride with it. No, Umar, you haven't listened to the first one yet, so you don't know. All right, just let me and Chris spark it because we're the only ones who heard and participated. Then you guys will follow on. Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah, but that's my point, Beats. I want to know the format before
You don't need to. Umar, relax, bro.
Just relax and let it find out. It go on, man. Let it go. Go ahead, Beats.
Okay. Chris Cabana and I have started the series. We're bringing in Errol Jarrett and Umar, boxing terrorists, and we're going to have a critical look at the curry goat, Floyd Mayweather Jr., right? So we're going to start basically at the start of his title reign, but we're going to go back a few. Before he won the title, who was his hardest fight? Emanuel Augustus? Errol, what do you reckon?
Before he won his title?
Yeah.
He won his title. You got to go back to Tony Pep.
Before he had his time, who was his hardest guy?
Tony Pep.
Okay.
You're echoing. Somebody mute yourself. If you're not talking, mute yourself.
Tony Pep.
Oh, yeah, Tony Pep. Yeah, all right. Augustus became after that, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Tony Pep, the Canadian, the tall Canadian. All right, there's not really much there. So, all right. Tony Pep was decent at Commonwealth level back in the day, but there's not much there. So let's go straight into Gennaro Hernandez.
Yeah.
I think that was a good win. Gennaro Hernandez was solid at featherweight and probably was the best fighter at that division at that time.
I don't think so.
No?
Super featherweight?
No, he would.
Who beat him at super featherweight?
Look, man, he beat Azuma Nelson and stuff like that, yeah? But, like, Azuma Nelson would have been the stars make fights.
Wait. Gennaro Hernandez did not beat Azuma Nelson, my brother.
Everyone's quiet, right?
Wait. Hold on. My brother. Gennaro Hernandez did not beat Azuma Nelson.
What do you mean he beat Azuma Nelson? Of course he did.
No, he didn't.
He won a split decision. Yes, he did.
What, at the end of his career?
Don't matter what's the end of the career. It don't matter. I'm just saying. He would have given Floyd a tough battle, man.
He beat Jorge Paez and Harold Warren, too.
Yeah. Gennaro Hernandez got beat by De La Hoya before that, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Floyd got the pickings after.
Yeah, but he fought the man at his weight. He didn't sort of like, you know.
No one's look, man. Floyd, in the lower weights, Floyd, and no one can dispute the man. He's in the Hall of Fame with us in that lower division. Okay. Right? We want to pick away his resume. You can go all day. Yeah. In that resume that down there in that lower division, Floyd's a Dan. It's when he starts coming out.
Well, this is a critical look. So I mean, you have to. Yeah, we go to Angel Man Freddy.
Well, we talked to Angel Man Freddy. What did he say? He said he was fighting at lightweight where he beat Ivan Robertson and he beat the crap out of Toro Gatti. And they asked him for that fight. HBO demanded him to do that fight, and they offered him a lot of money. He came down where he said he came down with a natural at 135. You know what I mean? Down to Floyd's weight. And he said he didn't even know who Floyd was, and he lost. You know what I mean? Floyd did what he had to do. So good win by Floyd. That's a good name on your resume, you know? So I can't take that away from Floyd. At the super featherweight, Floyd was a G at that weight, man. You know? Yeah. That's a good win. Angel was dangerous. But if Angel said he wanted a rematch with Floyd. Floyd said, I want a rematch. He said, I want a rematch. Floyd didn't want to give him a rematch.
Well, there was no grounds, really, because he got blown away.
No, with freeway, he didn't believe that when let's look at the fight. He got stopped too early. He was protesting. He didn't think he should have been stopped.
He was never in the fight. He got blown.
He should have been stopped, bro?
Whether he shouldn't have been stopped. He didn't land a serious punch, did he?
Thank you. Should have been standing 8 count. That fight should have give him a standing 8. At least give the man a standing 8. He wasn't knocked out. He already said, why? He should have knocked me out, bro. I would have preferred to be knocked out.
Yeah, but how much people really get knocked out?
And the referee stopped the fight. That should have been standing 8 count.
Well, okay. Well, I mean...
so you're talking about, he beat... Well, look,
so we discredited Floyd's... Is that a good win?
He got the win. Why don't you have a rematch though? Why he take a rematch? Why Angel said he wanted a rematch?
What for though? What for? The referee stopped the fight.
Angel didn't believe he shouldn't have been stopped, bro. That's why.
I don't believe that, and a lot of people don't.
I believe Angel. Angel was in the ring.
Okay, all right. Let's do it as well. Well, all we have is us here. I don't agree. You don't agree.
You don't agree. I agree.
No, all right. No. All right. Okay, you agree. Okay. It's one apiece. All right.
No, boxing terrorist.
And Umar.
What up? What's the question?
Are you tuned in?
The fight should have been stopped.
Be listening, bro.
Should have been stopped?
Yeah.
Honestly, man, come on now.
Honestly, I think that Angel probably could have fought on because they stopped it. They stopped it in the second round. They really didn't give him a chance.
Okay, I'm gonna rephrase it, and I just want quick answers because we're gonna move on. We got a lot to cover. Should there have been a rematch? I'm saying no. Errol says yes.
Fuck yeah.
Umar, should there be a rematch?
Yeah, I would have gave Angel a rematch.
Damn right.
Chris?
I wouldn't have gave Angel. He was winning. Floyd was still winning the fight, though. Yeah. That wasn't even close.
Man, he on the right.
Two apiece. We go to Carlos Alberto Ramon Rios. Two apiece. We're not going to get no one on that. Two apiece.
Well, he's the bigger name. I'm just saying he should have got a rematch. Go ahead.
Okay, it was two apiece. So, all right. Carlos Alberto Ramon Rios. I'm going to say never heard of him.
Who? Carlos who?
Ramon, who are you talking about? Ramon Rios?
Yeah, I no.
A title defense.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I never saw that fight.
No, I ain't see it either.
I seen the fight.
Go ahead.
Okay, what do you know about the guy?
I don't know nothing about the guy, but I don't think that is other guys he could have fought instead of Rios.
Is that so? That's I never heard of him. Yeah.
Yes, I never heard of him.
Okay, we go to Justin Juco. Good win.
No, hold up. I heard of that guy.
Did you see the fight? Did you see the fight?
No, I didn't see the fight, but I heard of the guy because he fought Love Morindu. I remember that fight, and he fought Philip Indu. I remember those fights, but I don't know much about him. But I know he fought those guys, and he fought Ostalino Freitas as well. He lost all those fights.
Well,
but I see
before Florida, after Florida.
So we never heard of him then, yeah.
Oh, yeah, most of those fights were after Florida.
Okay.
Matter of fact, all of those fights were probably after Florida.
Yeah.
Justin Juco.
So yeah.
That was a good fight.
Justin Juco, like he was a good up and coming guy, and Floyd did what he had to do. Justin said he took the fight of short notice. You interviewed him. You can get more insight on that. Go ahead. He took the fight short notice, didn't he?
Yeah, he took the fight short notice.
Yeah, he did. And
he was a replacement. He actually was a replacement for Guerrero Vargas because he couldn't make the weight.
Yeah.
So the verdict: good opponent, valid opponent.
I think he was solid. I think he was a solid at super featherweight.
That was a solid. That's solid, yeah.
Yeah, solid. Not good, not great, just a solid guy.
Man, Justin was shaky, man. Justin never proved to be anything, bro. So I don't know about that.
Okay. That's not going to put him in superstardom.
No.
Justin was just Justin never done anything. You know what I mean?
He was a solid type gatekeeper type of guy. That's it.
He turned into that. It's a shame though, but you know what I mean. But he looked like that way. Go ahead.
Carlos Garena.
Yeah, I don't know about it. I ain't see that fight.
I've seen it. Mismatch.
The mismatch.
Yeah.
Floyd stopped him in 7.
Yeah,
Floyd's at this weight. Floyd's a killer, bro. He's
a killer at this weight, but that guy right there, no.
He's killing.
12 fights.
But I mean, at the time he fought him, the guy was 34-2.
Yeah, but who did he beat?
I don't know. I don't know who the guy is, but I'm talking about at that weight class. He had a good
Yo. We never heard of him. And that's that.
Yeah.
Gregorio Vargas.
Yeah,
to me, great win.
Yeah, I saw that fight.
I saw him for the first time, yeah. That's when I first saw Floyd. Gregorio Vargas, ITV 2, saw him on Boxing First, and that was a good fight. And in my opinion, he gave Floyd one of the hardest fights. Reason why I say that, in that fight, Floyd's eye was swollen up on one side of his face. Floyd was having disputes with his father at the same time. And
my bad.
And also,
that guy.
I was talking, bro.
Also, yeah, the Guerrero Vargas, lost his belt to Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly was a tough guy. Guerrero Vargas was a really good fight. Floyd floored him with a good body shot in that fight. Guerrero Vargas was a very good, solid opponent. And then later on, he beat up a lot of guys. I went up to.
Yeah, he gave. I was gonna have
to argue with you. Let me say my point, man. Like he beat a lot of guys at lightweight. Guerrero was a very good win. It went 12 rounds. I don't know if Floyd hurt his hand, but that was a very good win. I'm done. Go ahead.
So
let me speak, man. That was a good win, man. That was a good win because that guy was a pretty solid fighter. I seen him fight several times. He gave Ben Tacky his first loss. He was a solid fighter, so I believe that was a good win.
Okay. What you got on that, Chris?
I think, Goyo Vargas was a beast.
Yeah, he was. He came over to the UK, destroyed Paul Hodgkinson, took his featherweight title, fought Kevin Kelly in a thriller. You know?
But I think he still was a little past. He was getting to the end of his career when Floyd fought him, though.
Yeah. We could say that. We definitely could put that out there. Although I see him have some good wins on ESPN around that time still.
Yeah.
Okay, Emanuel Augustus, who Floyd says...
I'll go on Emanuel Augustus. Everyone know about Emanuel Augustus, man. I see him come over to England and he beat up... What's that guy beast?
Jonathan Thaxton. Destroyed him.
He bashed up Thaxton easy. He was... Hey, the Drunken Master's no joke, bruv. Everyone know about Emanuel Augustus. Don't be fooled by the knock. How many times that guy lost? That guy fight anyone from Chicago. He's a tough guy, bruv. And Floyd, listen, Floyd went and stopped him. It was a 10-round fight. And also, that fight wasn't at super featherweight, by the way. I think that fight was at a lightweight. So Floyd actually moved up. I think he was testing the waters at that time, and it wasn't a title defense, which is weird as well. And he didn't need to fight that fight, but he took it. I guess just after the Guerrero Vargas fight, within 7 months he fought him. So it was a good win. Manuel Augustus is a tough guy, especially at lightweight. But that was a really good fight. Floyd said it was his hardest fight, man.
Yeah.
So yeah. Go ahead.
Listen. It was a tough fight because Emanuel Augustus was a tough guy, but I'm not categorizing that as a good win because Emanuel Augustus lost to a whole bunch of guys. Man, he lost to Mickey Ward. He lost to John Molina. Come on, man. He's losing to a lot of guys that he shouldn't have lost to.
Yeah, but Mickey Ward fight.
Maybe there was politics involved with those decisions. Who knows? But what I'm telling you is this:
politics.
There probably was. But I know Emanuel Augustus was always a hard fight. But if you're telling me that certain other wins aren't good, then how am I going to give you that this win is good?
Uma, you can't give that win because at the time he didn't fight Mickey Ward and them guys there. This is 2000.
Exactly.
Their fights never happened. Their fights never happened. So you have to go. Emanuel Augustus was winning on a winning streak around that time. 2000, he was carving up guys in England all around the place. You know what I mean? Floyd didn't need to fight him. He was a tough hombre at this point. He didn't have that many losses on his record either.
But honestly, bro, at that weight class, how many people from England at that time were worth shit?
Doesn't matter, man. They wasn't laying down. They weren't laying down for this guy.
Doesn't matter.
They weren't laying down. They were live bodies, bro.
Who the hell is John Thaxton?
Well, you need to go and do your research, and you gonna find out.
You got robbed too.
And what I'm saying is, to Emanuel Augustus at that time, Emanuel Burton. Yeah,
look, bro. I can tell you this.
Correct,
John Thaxton didn't beat nobody.
And let's talk about Emanuel Burton.
Nobody.
Yeah? Emanuel Burton at the time had a nice record. He didn't lose that many times, so he wasn't coming there to lose, bro. He wasn't no fucking journeyman. You know what I mean? Floyd went up, didn't need to fight, and it wasn't no title fight. It was a lightweight fight. Floyd went there, and Floyd mixed with him and said that was the hardest fight. He's just a super featherweight. Moved up to a lightweight to tackle a tough guy that people didn't really want to fight, and it beat him. Stopped him it was a 10 round, stopped him in round 9. So I'm saying that is a very solid win.
Solid, you know what I mean? Just because of his skill set, to be honest, he did lose 3 out of 4 before he tackled Floyd.
Thank you. He had over 10 losses. He had over 10 losses before he fought Floyd.
Hold on. See when he lost 3 out of 4. Listen. Who did he lose to, Beast? And I bet they were decisions. So
Teddy Reed was a big puncher, and guys like that. But,
go on, Beats. Go on, Beats. Tell him.
John Molina.
John Molina. They're world champions. Go on, Beats. Go on.
And Gerald Gray. Yo, one person just to talk at a time away. That's how we do this, yeah? You can't jump or you're gonna destroy the quality of the video. Right? Gerald Gray, John Molina, Teddy Reed.
That's solid.
Yeah, but that Teddy Reed loss was at a higher weight class. That wasn't at the weight class when he fought Floyd.
Exactly.
No, Antonio was a loss too.
No, but these are tough guys he's fighting, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And
they're going decisions, Umar. They're going decisions. These are tough guys, bro. Come on, man. You can't give the man credit, bro. And he's anyway.
Well, he's notoriously Umar. If you see someone talk, you gotta let him talk, or you're gonna spoil the video. That's how you're gonna spoil it. You're gonna spoil it by doing that, right? All of them guys were notoriously tough guys, and Emanuel Augustus is known as a notoriously hard stayer, and his skill set is recognized. So, it's middle road. It's middle road. Okay, if you want to say something more cool, but if you hear someone talking, you can't because it's gonna clutter the vid.
Well, bro, you gotta let me speak.
Yeah, but I was talking and you talking. You jumped over me. So if you want to finish it, let's go.
What I'm saying about Emanuel Augustus, the guy had 16 losses before he even fought Floyd. So how do you expect me to say that's a great win?
Did you see them?
Even if he had 16 losses before he fought Floyd. So if he had 16 losses, even if say half of those losses were controversial, he still had 8 good losses. So don't expect me, even though I know Emanuel Augustus was awkward, he had skills. Don't expect me to tell you that's a great win. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Okay. Are we done with Emanuel Augustus?
Yeah, I thought he got robbed, but that was a solid win to me. Because at that time, he was a good fighter in that division.
I think he was.
Not too many more people beat him after Floyd. He scored some upsets.
I think he was a good fighter. And we go to Diego Corrales.
Best fight on the At that point, that was his best fight.
10-round TKO.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
He got rid of Angel Manfredi by a legit knockout, not no bullshit stoppage like Floyd did.
Right, so let's break it down now. So Diego Corrales, he moved out of the division. HBO offered him some money to come back down. His belt wasn't. He relinquished his belt, and then he's having problems because the spousal thing with his wife. He got wholly profound in his head, and that ain't got nothing to do with Floyd. And Floyd outclassed him and took him out. Don't matter what you were going through. Bottom line, you signed a contract. You should have come in whatever, and Floyd beat him. That is a very good on his record, man. That's very good. You know what I mean? Because he was bad. It's a shame, what he moved at the weight class. I mean, if he moved at weight class, then you should have stayed at the weight class. Floyd would have came up there. You'd have got him at lightweight. You know what I mean? But the fact that you did, and after that you went to jail, but that ain't got nothing to do with Floyd. In a day, Floyd beat you, and that's that. No excuses. Take it.
What's the guarantees that he would have beat him at lightweight?
I don't know. No guarantees of being lightweight. It's just that he would have been stronger. Like, I don't know. But to be honest with you, Casamignola done the same thing Floyd did at lightweight, right? Or that was at lightweight. So he would have got the same thing. Casamignola did the same blueprint and they did the same thing. It was same blueprint, same effect. So
okay,
you know what I mean? Floyd would have probably took him out of that weight as well.
I would jump in on that and say this. That was a great win because it wasn't just that the fact that he won. It's just in the fashion that he did it. It was a spectacular performance by Floyd, man. So you got to give him credit for that.
Okay. Chris.
Huh?
What you got on that?
Great win at that time. Cause I think them two was the best fighters in the division at that time.
Yeah.
Good showcase fight for Floyd.
I concur with everybody on that. Carlos Hernandez.
Solid.
Yep, solid.
That's a solid guy. That's all I'm gonna say.
I haven't watched that.
Yeah, I don't got much more. My bad, Beats. But I was gonna say is I don't got much more to say about that.
But Floyd outclassed him. You know what I mean?
I haven't watched the whole of that through. Did he get knocked down? They're saying he suffered.
No, it's a 12 round. No. Floyd just beat him, man. I think Floyd hurt his hand in that fight, actually.
Yeah, nah. He did knock Hernandez down in that fight.
No, they said Mayweather suffered his first knockdown.
That's because his hand was hurting. He hit him on top of the head. Yeah,
voluntarily because his hand was hurting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I thought he knocked Hernandez down. I'm mistaken. I don't even know where y'all getting that information. I thought he knocked him down.
He Mayweather blowed him.
No, okay. I'm mistaken. I thought Floyd knocked him down. But that's my mistake.
No, I don't know. I'm saying Mayweather was actually knocked down.
Oh, okay.
Mayweather went down voluntarily because his hand was hurting.
Okay.
Broke his hand on the guy. He died too much.
Now, the Jesus Chavez fight I did see, and Floyd was very impressive in that.
That was a good win right there, too.
That was his last fight at Super Feather, and he put on a spectacular performance. Little Chavez, the little bull, he beat the crap out of him. That Chavez went on to kill someone in the ring.
Yeah, Levander Johnson. Yeah,
later on. So he can bang. And,
he beat Tom Johnson also.
Yeah, he could fight, but he fought, like the thing is, if you look at the pattern of trying to beat Floyd, pressuring him, and people think that's how to beat Floyd. He isn't. There's no blueprint to beat him. You pressure him, it doesn't matter. He can go inside, outside. At this point, he's bigger than these guys, and he took the guy apart. He broke the guy's will, took him out, and he just beat him. It was a 12-round fight for Floyd's belt, and Floyd beat him in 9 rounds, man, convincingly. He just stopped him. Chavez he never been beat like that before as well.
Yeah, and he beat the guy that you guys interviewed that Kevin Kelly freaking tells you is one of the toughest guys you ever gonna fight. He beat Troy Dorsey, so that counts for something in my book.
Troy Dorsey will pass his career when he beat him, though.
Well, hey, Kevin Kelly swears by Troy Dorsey.
Still had a tough head, though. Still had a tough head.
Yeah. I'm gonna take his word on that one.
Okay. Yeah, but Troy Dorsey was past his prime too. And he got knocked out.
Past his prime, but he was a hell of a tough guy. Any time, he wasn't nobody's easy win.
So
he got knocked out after but that wasn't good.
Jesus Chavez on the resume. Is that anything we should consider?
That's just a solid guy. He wasn't no great.
It's solid. Yeah. I mean, because that's about he won the title. That's about 11 defenses at super featherweight or something like that. That's
at the time. Wasn't Jesus Chavez damn near undefeated at the time? Yeah, I recall he didn't have no more than one win when he fought him.
But he didn't beat nobody.
So, 11 defense. Did Floyd clear that division out? Did he clear it out?
Nope.
No.
He didn't fight Freitas, and he didn't fight
Casamayor.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't fight. Yeah, exactly. He never fought Acelino Freitas. He never fought Acelino Freitas.
And he never fought.
You can even throw Derek Gainer in there too.
He never fought Robert Garcia either.
Or Derek Smoke
Gainer.
Yeah. He never cleared up.
Why did he need to fight Freitas if he knocked out Corrales, who damaged Freitas?
Well, at the time, yeah, like Casamayor and Thing fought, and Joe Casamayor, they fought. And the winner of Casamayor, they could have fought, man. Floyd could have fought these guys, man. So to be the best in your division, you got to clear up. And they were all undefeated. Diego Corrales, Casamayor, and Freitas. They were all undefeated. It would have been a wicked fight. Floyd didn't fight none of them guys. He just beat, he beat these guys' resume. It would have been good. He would have beat them. I don't know why he didn't fight them though.
And the guy Carlos Garina, the Chavez beat him and Floyd fought him. So that really don't make, you know what I mean? That really don't work. That's not an excuse. He should have fought him.
Okay. So are we impressed overall though? You know what I mean by Floyd's super featherweight rank?
Nope.
No,
11 defenses.
Don't matter, man. You got to fight the other champions who are undefeated.
He ain't fight the other champ. He ain't clear up the business down there.
Okay.
I'm impressed with it, but I'm not fully sold on it because, like they said, you got to clean up the division. You got to finish your business, and he didn't do that. Let's look at
it, right? He got Chavez, who became a champion. Carlos Hernando was another champion. Diego Corrales a champion. Goyo Vargas, another former champion. And Angel Manfredi, another champion. Well, actually, WBU belt is not really a champion.
Yeah, he's not
belt.
a champion. He wasn't a champion.
And then Fernando Hernandez was, a champion. So in this thing, he bought former champions, but the other live bodies, he didn't go in there.
So let's say his best two wins are Corrales and Guerrero Hernandez.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave that weight class.
Yeah, I think that's the best two wins. Right.
Hernandez, you already got knocked out by Oscar De La Hoya, so you could argue that he wasn't at his best. So you could even throw that in the dustbin. But Diego Corrales coming down, that may be his only best win at that weight class because Diego Corrales would have beat all of them. That he beat Casamayor beat him. So then we were at the level, and he beat He beat Freitas. He beat Freitas at lightweight. At least they fought. You know what I mean? That was the fights that people wanted to see at the time. Floyd mixing with them guys. They were talking about Floyd and Nassim Hamed as well. Like was a lighter weight as well. They will talk about that fight as well.
Well, he can't fight the whole world. So out of all the guys he shouldn't have fought, you just pick one. Who would you say it should have been? I'd say Casamayor. No,
I'd say Freitas.
I like Casamayor too.
Freitas at that weight class. Freitas hit hard at that weight class, bro.
Yeah, that weight class, I would say Freitas.
Yeah, but he got exposed by Corrales.
Yes.
No.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, but he done time. End of the day, who was his first loss? Who's
that? Freitas.
Yeah,
Corrales.
Yeah, but by then he was back. He's not strong at that weight. I'm talking about he's strong. He was the strongest at featherweight, super featherweight. That was a strong way. He was powerful, knocking guys out. He didn't knock guys out that badly when he was at lightweight. He wasn't a concussive puncher. And featherweight, he was concussive, bro.
All right, so let's weigh this up. Impressive start to his career at super featherweight or not? I'd say yes.
No, that was changing the question. You said was he the best? Did he fight? Would he clean out the division?
Well, I'm just asking another question now. Impressive, because I'm moving on. So impressive start to his career at super featherweight. That's what I'm asking now.
No.
I'd say yes.
It's all right.
No, man.
Okay.
Yes.
2 yeses.
Two all right.
All right. And a no and a all right. Okay, we go to the light. And we got the 2 Jose Luis Castillo fights at lightweight.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I want to jump on this first. Because every time people talk about the Jose Luis Castillo fights, the first fight, they talk about how they thought Floyd lost. Every time I watch that fight, I don't see how people think he won that fight. Floyd beat him. It was a close fight. It was probably one of the tougher fights he fought. But he won that fight 7 rounds to 5, 8 rounds to 4. And he won both of them. So I don't see the controversy in it.
Exactly. No argument there, bro. No argument there. Exactly what Umar said. I don't know what people bloody watching that. I don't know what they're talking about, man. Floyd beat him in the first fight. It wasn't even that close, man. Now, if you watch the fight, Floyd was landing all the punches. I don't know what people are talking about, man. They're talking bullshit. He beat him, and he blatantly outclassed him in the rematch. But you got to understand, that was the very best Was he the very best lightweight?
Yes, he was the best lightweight. He beat
Was
Stevie Johnson.
Nah, Stevie Johnson. He didn't really beat Stevie Johnson. Stevie Johnson, they just get the big. Bob Arum pulled some strings for Stevie Johnson to lose his belt. It was
The second fight beat Stevie Johnson though, clearly.
Okay, all right, but what I'm saying to you is that Stevie Johnson and everything wanted to fight Floyd. Floyd didn't want to fight him. Floyd went round. Stevie Johnson was there. There was one Lacano. There was Paul
Spadafora.
Yeah, he didn't fight none of them guys, bro. He didn't fight
Cesar
none of them.
Bazan was there too.
Thank you, bro. Then Cesar Bazar. He didn't fight none of them guys there, bro.
Let's weigh that up when we get to the end. Let's just.
Right,
Let's
but
deal
what?
with
Oh,
it.
no, hey, he beat.
No. Let's just deal with the.
No, I'm on Castillo.
Who's that? Castillo you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm on the Castillo. What I'm still talking about, right? What I'm saying, the Castillo win was solid, beat the best guy, supposedly supposed to be the best guy at the division, right? At the WBC, supposedly. But it's argued, was he the best? But Castillo went on them to beat all them other guys, most of them guys, except for Paul Spadafora. So, end of the day, he guess he was the best at lightweight. So it's a good win for Floyd.
So where does that's good on his resume, yeah?
Yeah, that's good on his resume.
Yeah, it's a good win on his resume, no doubt. But again, talking about the division, though, did he fight the best in the division other than Castillo?
Well, we're gonna weigh that up when we finish lightweight. We're just asking if it was good in the resume.
All right.
Philip Endu.
You skipped to somebody. You skipped Victorious. You skipped Sosa.
I never heard of it.
I know who he is.
He was all right now at lightweight.
He was a tough guy, man.
Yeah, who did he beat?
Don't matter.
I thought he beat Paul Spadafora, but they cheated him.
Yeah, he was a tough guy, man. Well, you don't know him.
Well, name the wins then. Name the wins.
Don't matter about his win. He was a tough competitor, man.
No,
only I'm gonna be honest. The only fight I ever seen that guy fight, he fought Cotto.
That was
the only fight besides Floyd. The only fight I seen him fight.
He got his ass beat up.
And he got knocked the hell out by Cotto. I'm not saying he was that good. I'm just telling you
that was 140 pounds though.
I saw that you moved out of the weight class at that point.
Yeah,
that's the fight. Floyd and Cotto.
That picture guy was a live. That was a live contender.
Do you think this guy was a live contender? Really?
I do.
Yeah, he was live. Yeah, he did. He came to win, bro. Floyd beat him though. Good. Floyd beat him good. It was a good win.
Okay. So is that impressive on the resume? Yeah, that's impressive.
Impressive.
Okay. No, I mean that's all I need to know.
I'm saying contender. It's a solid win.
Yeah.
It was number one contender.
Okay. So. Philip Endu. Or Ender. I prefer Ender.
That was great. That was a great win.
Yeah, it was.
I thought I was going to think that could be more competitive. Floyd got in his head hard, bro. And Graham Rafford, I think that's the last time he fought there, man. They put on one of the best fights at lightweight, man. That fight was good. That fight is a very good fight. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened to Philip and do the time bombing do, because before that, he looked sensational. He carved up many a guy, bro. I see him carving up many a guy before that fight, bro. But I don't get what happened when he fought Floyd, and I don't know what's happening. Even Nelson Mandela gave him a patch on his shorts going into that fight. Came in with Whitney Houston, boy. It was a good fight, but Floyd just carved him up. Floyd came in spectacular in that fight. That was a really good fight.
He was a KO artist, man, Philip Endo.
That's right.
In hindsight,
that's a good win.
Yeah, good win.
Yeah, I think it was because I seen him fight too. He was knocking out everybody left and right.
Yeah,
strong puncher.
Okay. And Floyd's not fighting no blown up guy so far, really, is he?
Nah.
I mean, DeMarcus Corley.
Moving up now. We're in the 140 division.
All right, let's weigh up. All right, before we go, let's weigh up his time at lightweight.
Nah.
No impressed?
He only got one good win. I'll say two.
Paul Spadafora should have fought that.
Well, you can't say two because you had the Victoriano Sosa as a good win.
And Castillo.
And he beat Castillo twice.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he should have fought them.
And Philip Endu, we said, was a good win.
Yeah, but they're not better than Paul Spadafora undefeated, bro.
He ain't fight Casamayor. Casamayor moved up too.
Nah, he wasn't there at the time. Casamayor wasn't in the division at the time.
Freitas moved. One of them guys.
Nah, they moved up later. When Floyd moved out of the division, they moved in. Floyd.
What about the Hispanic cause of panic?
No, he was there. Yeah, he was one Lacano. He just beat Stevie Johnson at the time, and he was.
And what about Cesar Bazan?
Yeah, Floyd didn't fight him.
What about Stevie Johnson?
Floyd didn't want to fight him.
So he's ducking, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know if he's ducking him. He'll say he didn't fight him.
I would have loved to see fight.
One because Cotto called him out. He ain't fighting, but one Cotto got beat the crap out by Luis Castillo. He beat the crap out of him, bro. So I know that.
In that fight, I seen that.
And Lascano beat up Stevie Johnson.
Knocked him out, yeah.
Yeah, so kind of, in kind of thing.
They defeated them. See, once again, from what you guys are saying, these guys are not
fought each other and beat.
Yeah, they're eliminating each other from these fights.
Floyd left the division, though. That's after Floyd left the division. One Lascano beat Stevie Johnson straight after the fight. He goes, "Where's Floyd? Where is he?" Sports by Fora was there, and he fought what's that guy? What's that Romanian guy? He was the WBA. He had a title at the same time.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Leonard Duran.
Yeah, Leonard Duran. He had one of the other belts. Right?
The whole point is this is why they're eliminating themselves. Is because
no, but that's a draw. No, but what I'm saying, Beats. What I'm saying, the Leonard Duran fight, against Sports, that was a draw, right? And they were both champions at the time. Floyd could have fought either one of them.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's why they're eliminating themselves, right? Because from lightweight, a lot of them guys moved up to light welterweight, but by the time they was out of the picture. So even if they didn't get the fight at lightweight, their window maintenance wasn't strong enough over a long period of time to get them that signature bout against Floyd.
Floyd wasn't the pedigree chum at the time. He wasn't the main pash cow. He wasn't.
Yeah, I was just about to say that Floyd can't call that card back then, bro, because he wasn't wasn't the name of the division.
Exactly.
So he can't say, I'm not going to fight this guy for this reason. No, he's got to fight everybody.
Yeah.
So exactly, he wasn't the cash cow. So a lot of them, you could say Lascano called him out, but a lot of them guys were not calling him out, as a lot of people seem to think they were today.
No, they were. Yeah, okay. But Sports by Fora, he wanted to fight Floyd. He wanted to fight Floyd.
Stevie Johnson wanted to fight him too.
Yeah, we wanted to fight him. They all wanted to fight him.
Okay.
Right?
So,
at lightweight, he ain't the best in the lightweight division because he didn't fight them guys there.
No, he didn't conclusively prove himself at lightweight.
And he ain't get on pay-per-view until he fought Arturo Gatti. So that's bullshit.
Yeah, we're getting up there. We're coming there. We're
getting there. We're getting there.
We're moving up to 140 now, We're chop.
Right, DeMarcus Corley, unanimous decision at 140. A world title eliminator.
He struggled, man. He got rocked. He struggled in that fight, but he got his mouth blooded up in that fight, but he overcame. That was a tough fight for him, man. Chop rattled his head, boy.
But is it a good win? Someone's going to have to mute themselves until they talk.
Yeah. We good, man. I think it's all cleared up now. But, that was a good win, man. In the end of the day, that was a good win. Chop weren't no joke. I mean, Zab beat him. Chop didn't come to lose, and he took him out. And, yeah, Floyd done that. That's a very good win. I mean, look, he didn't go get a title shot straight away. That's a very hard guy to fight, and Floyd done a good job. I went the distance. It was a good fight.
I completely agree with Errol. Chop was a good, solid win because Chop has never been a sucker. Nobody ever walked all over him. He gave Floyd a lot of trouble early in that fight, and he came through it. That's a great win.
So when we're weighing up Floyd as a potential ATG, we can call up the top Chop fight, yeah?
All-time great. No, you can't call that.
Okay. No?
He's a former champion, and that time Marcus Corley was
beat
winning.
Randall Bailey though, but
why can't we? But let me. Why can't we? Because all the people that are supposedly all-time greats, that every name you want to throw out, they got a lot of guys on their resume that you look twice at. So why can't we call Chop?
Because there's a lot of people with a better resume than Floyd at lightweight.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you a question. So people like to call Jake LaMotta out for Sugar Ray Robinson. Jake LaMotta wasn't that good. Jake LaMotta
was a champion though.
So was Chop.
Chop's never going to be Hall of Famer.
No, let me finish. Sugar Ray Robinson fought Jake LaMotta 6 times and beat him 5 out of 6.
Mm-hmm. Beat him 7 times, actually. 7 times, bro.
All right, so 6 out of 7, but I'm pretty sure it was 5 out of 6. But 6 out of 7, I'll take that. That's even better for my argument.
But still,
now my point is
Jake LaMotta fought though.
Jay LaMotta became a Hall of Famer. So
he became a Hall of Famer because the white writers like punching bags.
Making excuses, man. He's a Hall of Famer. That's the conversation.
Jake LaMotta was a punching bag. His claim to fame is that.
We'll discuss Jake Lamar another time. Yeah.
So Dan, what are you talking about?
We'll discuss that another time. We'll discuss that another time. We can discuss that another time.
Look. End of the day, look. Please ask a straight question. Yeah, is that a good solid win? I say yeah at 140 because Chop was a hard opponent.
I wasn't even arguing with you. Chris Gabet said.
All I'm asking, and all I want from you guys right now, when we're weighing up Floyd as all-time great, are we going to pull up the Chop win? Now, just answer individually for yourselves and without arguing.
I say yes, because that's a better win than a lot of.
Don't qualify it because we're going to move on, right? Yes. Is that right? Errol?
You asking, huh?
Who you asking,
listen.
I'll just ask Errol.
I say, you know what? Let me tell you something, yeah? Chop's still fighting right now, and like maybe Chop might get into the Hall of Fame, whatever. So at the minute, I'll leave it until Chop's finished. Finish his career.
If Arturo Gatti, who never won, who was a punching bag, got in the Hall of Fame, Chop deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Look. I want to move on. And we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on, and when we get to lightweight, we can bring it up then. Right? Yes or no for now?
No.
I'm not too. Hey, the dog's out.
Errol, yes or no for now, and then you can do it later when we do finish lightweight.
No.
Okay. Umar.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
What'd you say?
I say no.
That's 3 no's and 1 yes. Go ahead.
Henry Brussels saw the fight, but to me, I never heard of it.
I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen that fight.
I seen the fight.
I don't know that dude.
The Arturo Gatti fight, I'm going to go kick this one off. I think it's a good win because Floyd had to struggle through that eliminator with Corley, which wasn't an easy fight. It was a high-profile fight, and it set him onto the road for riches. And he performed absolutely brilliantly. To me, that and it was an action fight. Floyd put on a dynamic performance. You know, it's a good fight. That is a Hall of Fame. Because listen, this is why it's a Hall of Fame fight. People might not want to hear why it's a Hall of Fame fight. Arturo Gatti is in them ward fights, and he's been memorialized for them fights. He's been built up to heroic proportions because of the fight, and Floyd destroyed him in front of everybody. This is a Hall of Fame fight. This is bling. That's bling on his record to me. That's my opinion.
I completely agree because coming from where I'm from, New York, New Jersey area, Arturo Gatti is immortalized. He's put on a pedestal like he's some kind of prophet. And Floyd beat the shit out of him. Embarrassed him.
I agree.
If he whooped this boy's ass and you telling me he was this, he was that, then guess what? Floyd's got to get some of the shine off that.
Yep.
And that's all I got to say.
Yeah, I agree. No, I ain't gonna nothing else to say. I agree.
What you got on that, Chris?
Yeah, he fought. Yeah, it was his first pay-per-view. Pretty good win. But I don't think. Let's be honest. Arturo Gatti won a vacant title too. There wasn't no. I don't look at him as the champion.
Yeah,
maybe
Chris,
not. But Floyd had to fight his eliminator to get that fight.
Yeah.
Regardless if that's the case. Floyd had to fight his eliminator, and he did that.
Yeah, and Arturo Gatti at the time was the cash cow in the division. He was selling out the Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. Everybody wanted a piece of Arturo Gatti because of the money and the crowd he brought. And that wasn't his first world title. That wasn't his first rodeo. He may have got that one. What?
Costa Zoo was actually the cash cow at 140.
How much pay-per-view did Costa Zoo have?
Huh?
How much pay-per-view did Costa Zoo have?
He never had a pay-per-view. That's my point. Costa Zoo was never a cash cow. Arturo Gatti was doing pay-per-views for getting beaten up. He was the cash cow.
Who did, other than Floyd, what other pay-per-view was he on, Omar?
Costa Zoo never did a pay-per-view.
Exactly.
That's my point. Costa Zoo wasn't the cash cow. That's my point. He might have been the best fighter in the division.
I'm talking about what other pay-per-view was Arturo Gatti on other than the Floyd Mayweather fight.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because Costa Zoo never had a pay-per-view. So I already won. The argument's already over. Costa Zoo was on pay-per-view.
Right. I just want to end this one, yeah? And this is how I'm going to signature why it's a great win. Arturo Gatti, actually, even though Floyd fought the eliminator, he called for Floyd. Why did he call for Floyd? Because he wanted to get a kick jump up the rankings. He said, if I fight this guy, you have to recognize me as one of the best fighters in the game. If he fights Floyd and beats him, you have to recognize me as one of the best. I'm paraphrasing what he said.
Who, Gatti?
That's what Gatti said.
But you see, Gatti's handlers didn't want that fight. They knew Floyd was too quick, he was too young. They didn't want that fight.
Exactly.
Gatti played that fight. Floyd called him a chicken. And after Gatti beat Lenny Dorin, he said, like, I ain't chicken, my man. I want to fight you.
Leonard Duran, vacant belt, he won.
Yeah, I'm echoing somewhere. Someone echoing. I think it's Chris. I don't know, man. But what I'm saying is that Leonard Dorin, yeah, when he beat Leonard Dorin, Gatti said, I want to fight. Gatti's pride, Floyd pricked his pride, and he fought that fight. But in that weight class, Costa Tszyu was the man at that weight class. And
exactly.
But he was, the only thing is, I can't blame Floyd because Costa Tszyu was injured in that weight class, right? And Floyd took the belt, the WBC belt, and you know that's what he had to do, you know. Right. But it would have been nice to see Floyd fight Costa Tszyu. Even De La Hoya skipped past Costa Tszyu. No one talks about that. No one want no part of Costa Tszyu. You know, he was very dangerous, bro. He wasn't no joke. Floyd could have beat him though. He was much older.
At the time, man enough to face Costa Tszyu out of those big names was Zab. Period.
And got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, he got knocked out. Everybody else avoided him, though. At least he was man enough to get in the ring.
Yeah, he's right. You're right. Yeah.
No, but in saying that, But in saying that, at the time when Zab fought him, the New York writers didn't see Costa Tszyu as a threat. That's why they took the fight. That's the truth.
Yeah. Zab looked that way until Costa Tszyu landed.
Yeah, until he smashed him in. So we could say Zab was brave. He caught a shock surprise. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Look at Costa Tszyu when done.
Was it a surprise to you, Beats? Was it a surprise to Arrow or me?
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. Yes,
well,
it was.
When he beat Zab, it was. Yes, it was. Zab has got too much skills.
No. I thought Zab should win, and he would win, but it was a surprise that Costa Tszyu was a known puncher.
Listen, I don't know how old you was at the time, Umar, but I used to buy the magazines from America, and it was a big shock, Umar.
Yeah, it was.
Bro,
no way around it, Umar. The boxing writers had it as a big shock, Umar.
It was.
No way around it, Umar. No way.
Bro, I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care, Umar? You wasn't around then. I'm talking about the journalist who was writing boxing. Zab was supposed to win the fight.
Jesus Christ. I never said Zab. I said Zab was the favorite. He was supposed to win the fight, but it did not surprise me. Costa Tszyu was a known puncher. That's what he did.
Costa Tszyu was an unknown property in America
at the time. He beat Chavez, but no one gave him no credit. Zab was the fucking pioneer Whitaker, looking good. Zab was
he beat the shell of Chavez. That's what he beat.
Yeah.
Right? He was an unknown quantity. That wasn't supposed to happen. Right? So let's move on.
Yeah.
Shamber Mitchell.
It's a good win. After Costa Tszyu beat him, though, knocked him out a couple of times. After Costa Tszyu bashed him up. But at this point, we're moving up. To welterweight, by the way. So
yeah, that's not a good. That's
all right. Before we get to
he's left the 140 division now.
So 140. What did he do at 140?
It was a couple years before that. It would have been a better win than it actually was.
So Floyd had 3 fights in the 140 division, and now he's in the 140.
Yeah. So what do we make of his 140 reign?
Well, he was there for like a year.
Yeah.
Right. He fought the guy who's making the most money in the division, but the guy at the division was Costa Tszyu. Yeah. You know? And you did.
So once again, this is the 3rd division, and we could say he hasn't cleaned up totally, yeah?
Well, look.
Yes.
He's beat the biggest name in the division was Costa Tszyu, Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, yeah? Cotto, Ricky Hatton, and Costa Tszyu. And they're undefeated. And again, at 1 foot, when we was at super featherweight, there was Freitas. He beat Corrales, but there was also Joe Casamayor. You know, and now you're in this division, and there's undefeated fighters there waiting for him. You know, well, Costa Tszyu, it would have been a good fight with Costa Tszyu. He was old. They could have took him, but it didn't happen.
Okay.
You know? But,
so all right. So I just want to know.
He's beat. Okay. Paper champ because who did Gatti got the belt? Costa Tszyu.
From Leonard Duran.
Yeah, no, he didn't. No, he got the belt from Italian guy.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. That's when
I know
Buddy
his name.
McGirt just started training him at the time when he fought.
Gatti got the belt from because he was after Ward with Mickey Ward. He got the belt from one of them Italian guys.
Yeah, it was Branco. I remember.
But that was
it was on BBC One.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. That's the one I watched. Yeah. And because Costa vacated the belts, right, because of his injury, because he ruptured his ear in one fight. I think it was with Ben Taki. So he got a vacant belt as basically a paper champion. He wasn't the champion. The real champion was Costa. And Miguel Cotto was a live guy. So was Ricky Hatton and them guys. So he didn't fight them guys there. At this point, they were all at the fight as well when they got fought. Floyd's moved.
I've got to hurry you guys to sum up a bit quicker, rather than what do you make of the light welterweight reign?
Well, what I make of his light welterweight reign is that he didn't stay there long. He beat a champion and he moved out of it. That's basically what he did. He didn't clean it up and he moved out of the division very quickly. So we really can't judge him that much on that reign.
Okay, impressed by it or not? Just something. No.
I'm not gonna say I'm not impressed by it, but I'm not gonna say I'm impressed. I'm gonna say what Chris said earlier. I say it's all right.
It was all right. Okay.
He's beating who's in front of him, but he ain't beating the best in the division.
Yeah, basically. Okay. And the guy is Gianfranco Branco. He beat. He wasn't a bad fighter actually. He wasn't bad. But we move on. He moves up to welterweight. And Shamber Mitchell. I remember Emanuel Stewart saying that Mitchell was going to take him out. I do remember that. And
I don't know what Emanuel Stewart was talking about. Sean B. Mitchell was past his prime.
Yeah, he beat up by Costa already.
Emmanuel must have been on that shit when he said that.
Emmanuel was saying that because he's trying to build a fight, maybe to make it feel like it's gonna be competitive.
HBO probably told him to say that shit.
No, I think Emmanuel was just trying to do that to try and make people believe that something was gonna happen out here. But you know how it is. We started thinking, Emmanuel, man, come on now. You can't honestly think this is gonna be competitive now, really, do you? He just been beat by Costa. Costa knocked him out in like was it a round or two? Just flattened him.
Well, he beat him twice, didn't he?
So you couldn't expect that fight to be too competitive. Floyd just outclassed him and took him out with body shots, man. Kept them bashing to the body. You know what I mean? Just beat him up to the body. So the boy quit. Couldn't take it no more.
At that point, Sean B. Mitchell was a wet rag waiting to get rinsed. He was nothing less.
Finished him, he was.
Yeah, that's what my point is. But that's when he fought Floyd.
Yeah, another thing as well. Shamma Mitchell's whole career was at 140. Now they're in 147. Floyd took him out. So
yeah, but Floyd's moving up as well, isn't he? So
yeah. But Floyd didn't get knocked out. Floyd didn't get knocked out coming into that division, do he?
Okay, well.
Yeah, but you can't give one person excuse because they're moving up and not give the other guy because they're both moving up. That's not fair.
Just saying how it is. The guy got knocked out.
Okay. So basically, when we're doing the Hall of Fame or the ATG, it's not going to be remembered. Is it going to be remembered? It's well, only because Emanuel Stewart said whatever, and we have to take his opinion at some value.
It would have been nice if he fought Shamma Mitchell in his prime. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, but he just moved up, so how could he do it?
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, obviously,
nice,
but
no, it never happened. So that's what you only go by what we know. Yeah.
So
yeah.
No.
What, it's a Hall of Fame? Shamma Mitchell could make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he could.
You could legitimately make the Hall of Fame.
No, I'm talking about Floyd's. How does this sit on Floyd's resume? Is it a goal or no? Is it going to be?
No.
Can we call it?
It's gonna be remembered. Like it's gonna be remembered. Shamma Mitchell was a champion for many years, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes because Shamma Mitchell always.
Ain't no bum. Shamma Mitchell ain't no bum, man. He was a very remember he was supposed to fight Ricky Hatton at some point, and it never happened.
He
ducked Ricky Hatton.
Kids younger than me.
Commit quicker to the answers, fellas. You know what I mean? You should have to commit a bit quicker. You're sort of like, yes, and yes, and you know what I mean? And then we move.
Yeah, he'll remember. Yes. Right. I got yes.
Yes, I got yes.
I've got no. I'm going to go to Zab Judah next.
Yeah, we in Zab Judah already?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we are in it. Wow, man.
Listen, I'm going to say yes, 100%. That's a great win. At the time, it's a great win. I don't care what Zab's doing now as an old man. Floyd beat Zab damn near in his prime. And it was a good win, in my opinion. And all the shit that happened in the ring and all the people running the ring, all the craziness. I think at the time, that was a great win. Now people are going to say, oh, Zab is this, Zab is that. Well, at that time, Zab wasn't that. I know Zab had got knocked out by Kashizu, but that was the only loss. Okay? That was the only.
No, it wasn't. He got beat by Corey
He
Spinks.
lost the ball.
No, before that. Beforehand.
Yeah, he lost. Yeah, no, I'm
No,
saying.
that's before Corey Spinks. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, man? He lost the Corey. What are you talking about? He lost the Corey Spinks, and then he lost the Balderman. What are you talking
that's
about?
very true.
That was before Floyd.
No.
Yeah, I know it was before Floyd. That's what I'm talking about.
And I thought that IBF welterweight, it shouldn't have been a fight because Baltimore won the fight, but they didn't pay for the sanctioning body belts or something. That's why.
They only put one belt up. When he fought him, he only put one belt up. That's what he did. So that's the belt he won. And Zab Judah kept the other belt, the IBF belt.
I think Floyd is impressive at welterweight, because this Zab Judah, he avenged the Corey Spinks win. He avenged it. And he lost to Baldomir.
Yes.
But Floyd beat Baldomir, obviously, and we'll get to that soon.
But Baldomir shouldn't have won that fight. And Floyd beat, and then Zab, he's fighting a Zab guy. It taints the win. Zab just lost to Baldomir. You know what I mean? And it taints the win. But Floyd got to do what Floyd's got to do. Floyd not only beats him, right? I know we're not going to Baldomir yet, but Floyd beat Zab Judah, and it wasn't easy. Zab didn't come to lose. And he gave Floyd some troubles, but Floyd beat him.
He was up for the fight.
Yeah, he did. But this is a Zab who just lost the fight previously before. But yet you're still a champion. Only because you had 3 belts he took from Corey Spinks. He only put 1 belt up. Otherwise, there was no reason. But it is what it is. Floyd took him. It's a good win. I ain't gonna take it away from Floyd. He's a good win. It's a good win.
You see, with Floyd, it's not so much standout wins. I think it's going to be the body of work accumulated.
Yeah,
I think it's a good win. I think it can be brought up when we're gonna put him up there with the boxing gods. I think it can be up there.
Shit, ain't going up. They ain't going up with no gods. I'm telling you that right now.
What, the Zab Judah win, no?
No, we ain't know, man. None of these wins are taking him up to no gods. He's still.
Ain't like he beat Marlon Stallings or something.
Nah, man. None of these wins. Because the Zoo would have been good.
Yo, let me make a statement, bro. Okay. Another thing you're saying. You got to understand. You're saying this, that, and the third, but think about in the fashion. Okay, add that in that because you've seen his fights. Think in which the fashion he won these fights. Okay. Add that into your thought process as well. Is all I'm saying.
Which fashion of which guy? Which
guy?
guy?
Damn near all these fights.
Nah, man. Let's talk about the Corrales win and the Janana win was nice. But what are you talking about? Like all them other guys who were there that he could have looked good against.
Bro.
The most dangerous guy there. The most dangerous guy down there was Costa Zoo. Costa Zoo was Costa Zoo, bro.
Errol, let me finish my statement first of all, and then you can jump in. What I'm saying is this. In the fashion in which he won these fights, he won them all clearly, except for a handful, maybe 2 or 3 fights you could say he struggled. But every other fight, he dominated. So you got to think about.
He was supposed to dominate them too.
Nah, not Zabby.
Why was he
that's a bit unfair to say he was supposed to.
It's like what Errol said, he wasn't supposed to dominate Corrales.
No, he wasn't.
He was supposed to.
Because look, we can only separate.
We're at welterweight now. Like he said, body of work.
Look,
that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
We can only separate Floyd from the opponents who he's currently competing with, and by saying he's supposed to, you could say Zab was supposed to beat Baldomir. Costa Zoo wasn't still supposed to lose to Vince Phillips, but they lost. And Floyd isn't tripping, so we have to.
Yeah, I'm not into this whole supposed to. I'm talking about in the fashion in which the guy is winning the fights. The way he's showing you how he's fighting in the fight. That's what I'm talking about. All that supposed to shit is irrelevant to me.
You know what I mean? It's irrelevant to me because I'm not giving him credit for beating up somebody I think he could beat before the fight.
Yep.
Supposed to go to work tomorrow, but don't mean I am.
Well, that ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about.
No, it has not.
Okay.
Yeah, it does have something to do with it. It's irrelevant in what you're supposed to
do. Okay, I'm going to chair this one to...
Is what's important.
What? Okay, Chris, big on the resume or not? Zab Judah, no. Umar,
yes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. It was. Yeah, it's big.
I've got it. Yes. Okay, we go to Carlos Manuel Baldomir.
What do you mean, Carlos Manuel Baldomir? That ain't your name.
Ain't it?
Carlos Baldomir, you mean?
Yeah.
Manuel, it doesn't matter. Look, man, Baldomir shouldn't even got the belts, man. Shit, Floyd did what he's supposed to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
Of
Yeah, he's trying to build him up. He got beat in 7. They just try to build him up. He ain't never lost in 7 years and blah blah blah. And they good at spinning your leg. So Floyd just made him like a fool with his short arms. Where are you going with his short arms and his pigeon body? Floyd just took him out, man. Zab should have never lost to that. You know what I mean? Like, even Zab, at 147, Zab was tiny, bro. Like, he shouldn't even been in that weight class. Against Corey Spinks, you can do that, but Baltimore was too strong for him with them little arms and just rocked him. Floyd just it was a mismatch. Floyd hurt his arm in that. By the way, Roger Mayweather was in the corner, so this is impressive, by the way. Roger Mayweather got kicked up because of what happened, the ruckus in the Zab Judah fight. So Floyd was just there with Larry Ennerby and the little Mexican guy, and Floyd put on a masterclass without him, you know? It was good, man. It was a good win. And Floyd got all the belts at this point because he's beat the unified champion, Zab Judah, and he beat the guy who beat Zab Judah. So this is a good win.
I don't recognize the IBO belt, though.
The IBO belt? What IBO belt?
IBO.
Who had the IBO?
That's what he took from Zab Judah.
Who?
Floyd.
The IBO? It was the IBF.
No, he's got the IBO. The IBF went after he fought.
You talking about? It's the IB? No, man. I don't know about that.
There's a vacant IBO belt.
Yeah, but no one cares. It's the IBF.
I'm just saying I don't recognize it.
No, okay, fine, but it's the IBF belt.
No, not when he fought Carlos Balderman. There's no IBF belt there.
When he fought Carlos Balderman, WBC belt was there.
Yeah, but there's no IBF. WBC. No IBF.
Yeah, but no one cared about that. It's the WBC belt what people cared about.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's
he's got IBA and IBO.
Yeah, I know about them other belts. They're trinkets that he brought with him.
So I'm going to ask you now, rather than this debate, is this going to be one of the fights we pull up on Floyd's resume to say he's the star? He's up with the goods. I'll say no.
It's a solid win because he beat Joshua Clottey too. He beat Zab and Joshua Clottey.
Yeah, it's solid.
When did he beat Joshua Clottey before that fight?
He had the fight ball.
Yeah, before that fight, he did.
Get on Zab and Clottey, so he had to beat him.
It was a necessary fight. It was a necessary fight.
Exactly. It was necessary for him to beat that guy. Exactly. That's a better word, beat.
Okay. Let's go to Oscar De La Hoya because you guys ain't answering quick enough.
Hold on, man. Oscar De La Hoya, we skipping?
No, we're not skipping nothing. We're going to light middleweight. So, okay. All right. Before we go to Oscar, how did Floyd do at welterweight?
Nah, man.
It was Mosley down there.
He's still fighting.
No, Mosley
Margarito
was down there. Moses was at 1 foot. Moses was a light thingy man at this point. Moses still at light middleweight.
No, Mosley came up before him because he fought Oscar.
No, man. Oscar, he's there because he fought Winky Wright, bruv. You know what I mean?
Oh, 154.
Yeah. Okay, right. He's still at 154. He's fighting Winky Wright and all them cats down there. Later on, he come down, right? At this point, Winky, all them guys are there. And right in this division, in the welterweight division, these are the names like the Corey Spinks. You don't need to fight them. Zab and Carlos Balderman were the biggest names. They had all the belts, and Floyd took them. So that's that.
Well, in saying that, his career
Margarito was there. Margarito was there.
In saying that, his career at welterweight isn't finished really. He just takes a diversion against Oscar De La Hoya. What do you think of that win?
That was a good win, though.
Over Oscar?
Yeah.
Oh, that was an excellent win, bro. Because all I hear is that Oscar was this soldier. Oscar fought everybody. Oscar didn't duck nobody. This, that. And Floyd beat Oscar when Oscar still was Oscar, okay? Oscar wasn't fighting when Pacquiao beat him, when Oscar was fighting at 160 and drained himself all the way down back to 47, a weight class he hadn't fought in damn near 10 years. And he drained himself to fight Pacquiao. He was in his weight class, the weight class he was comfortable, and Floyd serviced him. So that's a great win, in my opinion.
I agree. That was a good win.
Yo, you guys have got to pick the pace up. If you're going to kill the energy.
I say I agree. I agree.
Right.
Errol?
What about the Oscar win? Oscar came into that fight already. You know what I mean? Like he picked the glove size. He came into the fight over like 160. It was heavy. You know, Floyd went up there to the weight class and did what he did. It was a very close and competitive fight.
And he picked the smaller ring.
Yeah. Floyd is a very competitive fight. Floyd beat him in my eyes. It was a very close fight. Oscar abandoned his jab. He was doing right with Floyd, and Floyd went on and captured the belt. And it was a good win for Floyd, man. The guy's big as well. Oscar was strong at that weight class. And he just beat Mayorga, took the belt from Mayorga. So that was a good win for Floyd, man. You know what I mean? It was a good win for him.
Pay-per-view fight.
That fight was like the biggest name on his resume. Bar none.
That's the fight. That's the fight that made Floyd what he is today.
Even though Oscar tried to chat shit, say he won at this, that, the other. Doesn't matter. You had everything in your advantage. Floyd had to break into the money, and that was a fight that America wanted to see. There was a lot of things going into that fight, doing the trainers, and you know what I mean. And he's a good fight. That's the best name on his resume up to that point.
Yeah, I think it was a good win, but I don't agree with announcers saying it was a close fight because a lot of them punches they were going crazy over. Floyd was shoulder rolling them.
But that jab was landing. Oscar was landing that jab.
The jab was landing, but that was it because when he had Floyd, like Christian said, when he had Floyd pinned on the ropes a few times, all those punches was off the shoulders. But the announcers were going crazy. But you know how Jim Lampley and them are. They like to say shit that ain't really happening.
Yeah.
World-class performance, in my opinion. You know, in hindsight. Moved up. That's from junior lightweight to light middleweight. No catch weight. World-class performance. Clearly won the fight, in my opinion. Yes.
And another thing.
When we're going to bring him up at ATG status, this will have to be brought up, in my opinion.
And I want to piggyback on that. For all the Floyd haters, we're not Floyd haters. We're just giving a critical look at things. But the Floyd haters like to contradict themselves. They like to big up Oscar and all these fighters that they love, but they don't want to give Floyd credit for beating him. And that's what I don't understand. But we can move on.
Okay. So, from the diversion to middleweight, he goes back to welterweight. Yeah? Against Ricky Hatton in the same year. So much for the layoff. The same year. And he destroys Ricky Hatton in 10 rounds. To me, Ricky Hatton was undefeated. That's,
Yep.
Double weight champion. Came from the UK with a lot of backing. Floyd done his thing. And I think this is a high profile fight.
Listen, bro, I think that Ricky Hatton fight, it was like you said, a high profile fight. Ricky Hatton was undefeated. He won titles in 2 weights. Even though he really lost to Louis Collazo.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. He got the W. There's nothing Floyd can do about that.
It doesn't count. Floyd, in an arena, which was crazy to me when I watched it on TV at the time. I remember watching my boys. It was a hostile arena, in my opinion, because it seemed like there was more British people in that arena than there was Americans. And Floyd in a hostile arena, even though it was in America, it was still hostile. He did his business. He gave Ricky Hatton his first loss, and he knocked him out for the first time, and all those things. And then as usual, Pacquiao comes by to pick up Floyd's crumbs. But we won't go on.
Where you got on that? You over
there. After Floyd announced his retirement after fighting Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton in his last fight against what's his name again? What's not Collazo? Castillo, where he beats him with a body shot. Takes the piss out of Floyd, saying Floyd's in his fingers, saying Floyd is not an entertaining fight. Floyd hears that shit, tells Ellaby, say we want to fight, and Floyd comes out of retirement and says that he wants to fight Ricky Hatton. Moves back down to welterweight to WBC belt. Was on the line, and he proceeds to dismantle Ricky Hatton, and it was a spectacular fight. Going into the fight, people had it 50-50. At this point, obviously in retrospect, you look at it, you think, okay, oh yeah, Floyd would have beaten, but no one knew who the outcome. They were both undefeated, and
we did, but you're right. The people were calling it.
No one over here was saying that. The whole of UK, me and my brother sat down, paid my at the time box office money to sit down and watch that fight. It was late at night. Floyd put on a beating. Even my brother don't know much about boxing, but he saw Floyd punish him, bro. And he knocked out Ricky Hatton, and it was spectacular, bro. It was a masterclass of boxing, and I didn't expect us to see that, by the way, because you didn't think Ricky Hatton was going to get knocked out. Maybe people said the referee was interfering, didn't let Ricky go to the body, but Ricky can't be doing that shit he was doing in Manchester, what he did to Costa Zoo. A lot of Australians felt that he hitting him low, and he couldn't do that with Floyd, and beat him. And that's a very good win. When you talk about like the win, Ricky Hatton beat Costa Zoo, and like you said, 2-weight champion. It's a good win on Ricky's resume. Is it a Hall of Fame win? Well, time won't sell, but it's a good win. But it's still the biggest name on his resume. It's still Oscar De La Hoya at this point.
So what you got in it, Chris? We're going to try and speak.
It's a good win.
It's a good win.
Ricky Hatton was undefeated, won 2 championships in 2 weight classes. Good win.
Yeah,
Undisputed. Don't forget he was undisputed.
This fight it signatures itself because the check hook became worldwide to the boxing public and casual fans, etc., etc. When Emanuel Stewart pointed out it was a check hook. Okay, we go to Emanuel Marquez.
Now, see, I want to jump in on this one first. See, people like to complain because they're saying, Juan Manuel wasn't a welterweight. He came up, blah, Floyd didn't make the weight. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. But still, Juan Manuel Marquez, what weight class he fighting in now, boys? He's fighting at 47 now, right?
Yep.
He put Pacquiao to sleep at what weight class?
Yep.
47, right?
47.
All right. So why is it such a big deal when Floyd whoops his ass and does it easily? He didn't knock him out, but he beat him Manuel Marquez didn't win 1 minute of one round in that fight. Okay?
I'm going to tell you why people complaining about it.
I'm gonna go in as well.
I'll let you jump in. I'll let you jump in after, all right? I'm just making my points. I'm talking about Floyd here. I'm not talking to y'all. Why is it that it's such a big deal when Floyd whoops his ass? He's too small for Floyd. He's too this, he's too that. But when Pacquiao gets questionable decisions, because in my opinion, he never beat Marquez, but I'm not going to go into that because we're not talking about that. But when he gets questionable decisions over Marquez, he's the greatest fighter of all time. But when Floyd does it with ease, Floyd could have fucking made himself a turkey sandwich in the middle of that fight if he wanted to. That's how easy it was. They got to pick it apart. That's all I want to say. But he beat him with ease. That's a great win because Manuel is an unquestioned Hall of Famer.
Chris?
Okay. The reason they complaining about it because Marquez was a lightweight at the time, and they scheduled a fight at the catch weight of 144. When he fought Pacquiao, he was already used to that weight. When he was already at 147. When he fought Floyd,
Chris, I gotta call you out on that.
You got to call me out. You got to prove your point though, because he wasn't at that time. He didn't fight at welterweight. He was a lightweight.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. Listen. You're 100% right. He was a lightweight, and the catch weight was blah. Floyd didn't make the weight. You're 100% right. But when he fought Pacquiao at welterweight, he didn't have no fights at welterweight. What are you talking about? He was still a lightweight, a junior welterweight. He never had a fight at welterweight but Floyd, and then he fought Pacquiao at welterweight. He didn't have no in-between.
2 fights with Pacquiao. One was, where was the first fight at?
But his second, Floyd was the first fight. His second fight at welterweight was who? Pacquiao. So he never moved up and tested the waters and fought, say he fought a Paulie, or, he fought a few guys to test it and to gradually move up. That never happened, okay? It never happened. And it's another thing, Pacquiao picking up on Floyd's leftovers as usual. But we won't get into that. He never gradually moved himself into that weight, so that's not an excuse to me. He went from Floyd to Pacquiao at welterweight.
He fought 2 fights at welterweight against Pacquiao, man.
Yeah, after he fought Floyd.
Yeah.
But that's my point, Chris. He never gradually moved up to welterweight. He fought Floyd, then he fought Pacquiao at welterweight. And to this date, the only fights he's had at welterweight is Floyd, Pacquiao twice, and Bradley. He's never gradually fought any easy fights at welterweight. So how's that an excuse? I don't want to hear no excuses when it's your choice to take the hardest fights at welterweight. I don't want to hear no excuses, especially when Floyd is not a real welterweight. Floyd can make 140 to this day if he wants to.
Why didn't he then?
He could make 35. He could probably make 35 if he really wanted to push it.
He could probably. We can't go by probably. You got to do it.
Yeah, okay. But you're telling me that it was his first fight at welterweight, some kind of big deal. No, it's not.
All right. Chris, did you finish your point?
Yeah, I'm finished.
I ain't finished. I'm going back in that weight class. Floyd came up for 2-year layout after his retirement. He said he retired after the Ricky Hatton fight. He didn't want to fight the Ricky, but he did.
Somebody's echoing now.
Yeah, Chris needs to mute himself, I think. It's probably like muting. Anyway, so 2 years after, so from 2007, I'm echoing something. Let me see what I'm echoing. Because I know I'm echoing one of you dudes. It's gone now. Okay, where was I now? So 2007, he fought Ricky Hatton. 2009, he moves up. He comes out of retirement, and his first opponent, number 3 in the pound for pound ring magazine, and pound for pound was Marquez. And they sanctioned, they organized that fight to fight at a catch weight. Now Floyd didn't come on the weight, and they had to pay some money into that fight. So Floyd came in very big in that fight.
$1 million.
Yeah, that's right. He came in quite a bit over, and just and he had the advantage of that, which is, I don't know if it made a difference or whatever, but it did. It the bigger guy, but Floyd thought Oscar De La Hoya was a bigger guy anyway, right? Anyway, so Floyd proceeds to freaking beat Marquez and knock him down, and it was a very good win. But I give him credit for beating him, but to be honest, I didn't see why they should have fought. But if you look at it really and truly, Marquez came for the weights. Floyd was a lightweight, so Marquez came for the weights. How Floyd came for the weights, and you don't have to move gradually into the weights. If that's the biggest name in your weight class and you can get a chance to fight him, big name, then fight him. Remember, 3 pound for pound at the time is pretty good. Floyd was coming for 2-year layoff. 2-year layoff, he wasn't even supposed to come back. So that's a very good win. First straight away, you didn't pick up no easy guy. Number 3 pound for pound, and that's a good win.
At the time, Errol, I don't mean to interrupt you. At the time, Marquez had already touched junior welterweight, so let's not say he was still a lightweight. Okay,
I didn't say no. I'm
just saying. I know you didn't say that. I'm just saying in general. Let's not stick with this. Oh, he was a lightweight.
No. Listen to me, bro. This is what I said to you. I said,
I never said.
You guys look. Me and Chris didn't do the first debate like this. You guys are just taking way too long and debating over madness.
We got a time limit.
No. But the video doesn't. It's not working like this. You every fight is. And I think maybe because you didn't watch the video. So basically, right, one Manuel Marquez. That win at the time, how have you got it on his resume when he's going to
good win, man?
Yeah, good win. I've got it as a good win.
Great win.
Outclassed him totally. Chris?
It's a good win.
Okay. You don't sound too convinced. When I'm going to...
I say it's a good win.
And that's it, yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
Yo, we got to do this organically, man.
Shane Mosley came next. Errol.
Well,
Shane Mosley came next after one man Marquez, and boy, it's damn near a year later. I was actually 7 months later. No, 7 months. 9 months later, he fights Shane Mosley, where Shane Mosley bum rushed his press conference with Bernard Hopkins after the Marquez fight, and they get it on. They decide to get on. Shane Mosley just beat Margarito, knocked him out like a year before. So beating Shane Mosley was a good win. I actually thought Shane could beat him, dumbly. I was arguing on Geller, but I thought Shane could beat him. I actually thought Shane could beat him. I thought Shane had the style. I was still thinking about the Shane when he was the welterweight before. Floyd just dealt with him. I know what Shane was thinking. And that new nose job he had, I don't know what Shane was on, but Floyd just you know what? And Floyd, he took a hard shot, but Shane. End of the day, Floyd beat him, and that doubt. People argue about Shane's resume, but that's a very good win. And Shane's still dangerous. He's still fighting now, still competitive. He ain't the same guy no more, but that's a very good win, So I'll give it to him.
Hall of Fame win?
Hall of Fame win?
Yeah.
Time will tell, man. No, I couldn't say that. I know Oscar De La Hoya is a Hall of Famer right now. He's going in this year. So that's why that one I do know. I know Ortiz Gatti is a Hall of Famer. That's 2 Hall of Famers on his resume. We do know.
Okay.
Sorry. And what's the guy he beat when his first title? That guy, the Mexican guy he won his first title from.
We'll sum all that up.
That's
all going to sum up at the end. We're going to sum all of that up in the end. Yeah.
Yeah, free.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So to me, this fight here, the Shane Mosley fight, he proved his chin, and the reason I'm going to say that, the Mosley punch was a Thomas Hearns-esque kind of punch. Like people say Hearns would have knocked out Floyd. Well, he took that punch, and that's the kind of shot that Hearns was landing in the welterweight. He took that, came back, and dominated. He wobbled, but he didn't go down. That punch would have knocked down or knocked out 90% of the welterweights in the history of the welterweight division. I'm just going to come out and say that. That punch would have took them out. The first and the second punch will hurt him. So, to me, signature win. And we have to remember, Mosley just came off flattening Margarito. Flattening him. The danger man.
Yeah, a year before.
Yeah, but it was his last win before that. That's what he...
Yeah, you're right.
So, Umar?
I agree with you guys completely, but the only problem I have with this win is 2 things. I would have liked, just so he wouldn't have gave no room for discussion, if he'd have fought him earlier. And I mean years earlier. And then on top of that, after Shane beat the shit out of Margarito when he had the raps, why did he wait a year to fight him? Well, why did he wait the year on top of that?
Sorry to interrupt you quickly, Umar. Don't you remember Shane's tooth was hurting?
No, Shane was supposed to fight. What's his name? Andre Berto. Andre Berto, but that thing happened in Haiti. Yeah, they had to cancel the fight.
Yeah, the thing happened in Haiti.
Oh yeah, you're right. The whole thing with Haiti happened, and that fight got canceled. You're right.
That got postponed. That's why it took a year to make the fight with Floyd. They waited there, and then they got the fight with Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I still think he should have fought Shane about 5-6 years earlier than that, because the fight was there.
Want to fight him.
Yeah, Shane
he would have beat Shane at lightweight. He would have beat Shane at welterweight. He would have beat.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Can I finish my point? Can I finish my point?
Yeah, of course you can. Of course you can.
I think he would have beat Shane regardless. But my point is this: if he would have just beaten Shane earlier, there would be no discussion that we would have to have with these freaking clowns.
When you say earlier, what, after Vernon Forrest dismantled Shane?
No, before that.
Lightweight.
Yeah,
lightweight. This is how. Okay, before Crisco comes in, this is how Floyd's career is panning out. If Floyd had fought him on the 21st of October 2005 at 4:00 on the dot and wore an orange suit, then he would have got a tough fight. That's ridiculous.
But
that's how his career is getting reduced to.
See, listen. Let me finish, because I was the one speaking. I agree with you, but that's my whole point. I wish he would have done it just so we wouldn't have to hear this bullshit.
I don't care about the bullshit. I don't care about that.
That's my point I'm making. I agree with you 100%. They like to fucking put stipulations on every fight, when he should have fought it, this, that, and the third. I just wish he would have done it just so it would be no questions, no arguments.
All right, okay. Yeah, we know.
But you criticize Floyd, yeah, like Shane, but Shane didn't fight Costa. He skipped right past Costa's division. You know what I mean? So Shane is chasing Oscar De La Hoya all the time.
So did like we said earlier.
That's his only wins. That's his only wins.
Talk about Oscar ducking freaking people, but he ducked.
Yeah, but on the lower weights, Oscar done all right.
Okay,
but
we gotta do this over.
Go ahead.
What you got on this, Chris?
I think it's a good win. He does knock Margarito out with the same punch he hit Floyd with. Floyd proved he could take a punch in that fight.
Yep, he sure did. He dominated after, man. So, okay. We go to Victor Ortiz. Who wants to
go first,
who wants to set it off?
Y'all already know how I feel about Victor Ortiz.
Well, tell me. Tell us.
Go first, Omar.
Yeah, Victor Ortiz is a clown. He never had the heart. Well, maybe at one point he had the heart of a fighter, but ever since he fought Maidana, he really lost love for the sport, because he really felt what the real deal is at the top level. And honestly, I can't give that as a good win, because Victor Ortiz is a clown. I can't get that as a good win. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go deeper into that. I just can't.
Okay. That's cool.
Let me go. Man, I disagree with Omar completely. I think that's a very solid win. He got beat by Marcos Maidana. He looked like an idiot, a clown. He did. But then he took the criticisms, came back and beat the crap out of undefeated Berto, who had troubles, who was still coming off in dealing with the Haiti problem, and he beat the crap out of undefeated Berto, who Floyd was watching at the time. Floyd was going to fight Berto, and I give him credit beating up Berto, because I did like Berto. You know, I was pissed off when Victor Ortiz beat him, and then straight away he didn't just take a layup fight. No, he goes straight in, and he wants Floyd, and then Floyd goes in that fight. And he can't beat Floyd, and he come in that fight massive. I think he came in like 60, 65 or something like that, like a middleweight. And he friggin' proceeds to try to headbutt Floyd because he can't touch him. And Floyd proceeds to knock him out and work on that duel. Well, later on, Luke Galazzo done him. And I think that's a very solid win. I don't care what anyone says. Victor Ortiz, before that fight, every time he hit someone, they went down in that fight. Victor Ortiz, he still was a big puncher now. You concussive puncher. Floyd fucking dismantled him. That's a very good win. You got to understand, Victor Ortiz at the time was a young, hungry guy. He just beat out Andre Berto, like I said. I give him props, man. I give him all the props in the world, bro. Yep. Dangerous young guy.
And a lot of people were saying that Victor Ortiz was going to give him a tough fight beforehand. Yeah. And when Floyd dismantled him, Victor Ortiz quitter, can't really. But, that's Floyd, I mean. So, Chris.
It was a solid win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. Solid, not great.
Yeah, I'll go with solid. I'll say it was solid. Good. You know what I mean? Cotto.
I'm gonna go with the Chris Caban special. It was all right.
Miguel Cotto.
Yeah, go ahead. You want me to start on that one? Yeah, I'll go on that one. This is like, by the way, yeah, on the Victor Ortiz fight, it was down near a year and 3 months. So after this one now, he fighting Cotto from Victor Ortiz, and that's like another year and a couple of months after, you know? And this fight is very competitive fight. Floyd gets his no-blooded, and he beats him and takes Cotto's strap. I think Cotto took the belt off that young Jewish kid. And then Floyd goes up there. This is a 154, by the way.
Yeah.
Floyd goes up to 154. Diversion, yeah, and beats up Cotto, man. He beats Cotto. It was a close fight. Floyd pulls away and gave Floyd the most competitive fight of recent times, and it was a very good fight. That's a Hall of Famer right there, no doubt, no question about it. It would have been great if that fight happened years before, but it is what it is. And Floyd pulls away with a win, and it'll be good, man. It's a good win. That's a good win on his record. Good win.
Who wants to chime in?
Good win.
With Arrow, it was a good
I
win.
scored 8 rounds to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You see, everybody says if he had fought Cotto and Mosley, but you could say that for a lot of his opponents, but he's beaten them when he's beaten them. So, you know, why are they still fighting at this level? If he should have fought them earlier, why are they still fighting at this level? So they must still be valid opponents, and they're still getting beaten. So it's a hard one to gauge, man. It's a hard one to gauge. I've got that down as a good win. Everyone chimed in on there? Yeah. I mean,
it's a good win. It's a good win. Because the Hall of Famer is going to fight the middleweight champion.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
He's going to fight the middleweight champion right now.
I really didn't get to make my point, but yeah, we can move on.
Okay, say what you got to say, Umar, man.
No, all I really wanted to say was I completely agree with what Arrow said. Arrow said it the best. It was a good win. I just wish it would have happened a little bit earlier, but it was a great win.
Okay. Robert Guerrero.
Someone else start, man. I ain't starting that one.
It was mandatory. Okay, Chris, take it away.
Mandatory. All right.
Is that all you got on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to go, Umar, or me?
You go ahead. I'll go first.
Okay, this is a good win, man. The Guerrero lightweight skips what light welterweight comes in the weight division and beats up Andre Berto. Yet again, someone beating up Andre Berto pressures him, and pulls away. Becomes the mandatory for the WBC. Beat up Andre Berto, which is a good win at the time. This is Berto's second loss, and he put himself in the picture, made enough noise. And this is a very credible opponent, He done pretty well in the lightweight divisions, Guerrero. I think Guerrero's a credible opponent, man. He's still relevant right now. And I don't care what anyone says. A young, hungry guy like Victor Ortiz. And Floyd freaking proceeds to make him look like he shouldn't even be in the ring with him. Straight. And you got on the man. So let's look at it now. And that was actually another one. This is actually a year after the Gamel Cotto. And now he's a year older. And so he's a year older and he's actually outclassing someone much younger. Now, this is impressive. A young, hungry guy and he outclasses him. Excellent performance. And he didn't get his nose bled in this fight. This is real good performance. And a very credible win to me. Because Guerrero ain't no joke.
Can I say something about Guerrero?
Go ahead.
He was losing a fight. Did y'all see that fight on HBO when he fought Yarden?
Look, against who?
Yarden.
No, I ain't see it.
Where he was losing that fight and they stopped it and they called it a no contest, but he said his head was hurt and they stopped the fight. He basically quit and they called it a no contest, and Orlando Salido beat him, but they changed that into a
but he's taking drugs. Salido was taking drugs.
Because he had cocaine in his system, but he still lost that fight though.
Yeah, but still he was illegal means. He had drugs in his system.
He's building up the picture, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, boxing is current form. He beat Aiden. All right, he struggled, but he won the fight. He beat Berto. I know Berto seems to always be about the place, but that's how he got the interim belt. That was one of the fights of the year, and that's how he got the shot. It's a mandatory, so,
Go ahead, Chris. Build the picture, Chris, because I didn't know this stuff. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just keeping it real. He was all right, but he wouldn't know. That's not gonna be remembered on his resume because I seen them fights. He wasn't like no killer at lightweight. Who did he beat at lightweight?
Okay, that's a good.
He lost to Salido.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got to get. I mean, I agree to a certain extent, but I'll say this: Robert Guerrero, when he's at he was chasing one of my favorite fighters, Juan Manuel Marquez, all around, and Marquez didn't want no parts of him. He wouldn't give him the shot. He was chasing him around, and then he's like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna chase this clown around." He moved up, like Errol said, to welterweight. He beat Berto, he beat Aydin, and he made himself the number one. So hey, he did what he had to do to get the fight.
Yep.
And he deserved the fight because of who he beat, and he got his ass whooped. So I say it was a good, solid one.
Okay, and last opponent on the box rec is Saul Alvarez.
Saul Canelo Alvarez. Well, that's a good win. I don't care.
A good win, bro.
Yep. Canelo, they built him up like an Oscar De La Hoya, beat Oscar Trout. He's got 2 belts. Floyd goes back. So Floyd's bouncing up from 147 to 154, goes back and beats the guy.
152.
Oh, yeah, but it's 154. Canelo was the champion. And he goes up, to 152. But in the night of the fight, they were over 154. So the belts, it was legit. They were over 154 at the time. And he proceeds to give him a boxing lesson. A guy who's much younger than him. And as well, it's like after the Robert Guerrero fight, it's only a couple of months after he goes up there. So remember, he's years older. You know, he does. Floyd's birthday was today. He just turned 37 so he was 36, and Saul Canelo was in his 20s. Man, this is impressive, man. This is Hall of Famer stuff. Like Canelo, you don't know what Canelo's gonna go in and do later on in his career, but right now, you know, he goes in and beats the guy who got 2 belts. This is impressive, and I give Floyd all the credit in the world. Because these are hard fights. He's fighting young contenders, you know, and he's outclassed. I don't care.
Yep.
They ain't got no experience.
Young, unbeaten contenders. The only problem I have with the fight is the 2-pound discrepancy. That's the only problem I have with it. I don't see how you can fight for the belt and you're not at the stipulated weight. But he beat a guy who was unbeaten in 40 odd fights. A lot of expectation was, being placed on Canelo to do something. He was outboxed thoroughly. You know, I think Floyd, more than anything, just proved how skillful he is compared to what's in the game right now.
Honestly, I'm going to jump in now. Like I said from the beginning, the fight was a joke. But if these idiots that are out here that supposedly know what they're talking about in boxing are trying to feed me that Canelo's the guy and Canelo has a chance and this, that, and the third, then guess what? It's a credible win because that's what you told me. That's who you said you wanted to see him fight. All the haters, you said you wanted him to fight Canelo. So when he beat Canelo's ass, then what you got to say? You still complaining about something. And another thing, I don't care that it was a catch weight. You know why? Because Canelo really wasn't a world champion. Canelo had a belt that was all the belts that Canelo had was already Floyd's belts. They were just giving him belts. Floyd never lost those belts. He never vacated those belts. Canelo's a joke. And Floyd exposed him as such. And then Gould's going to do the same thing next month. That's all I got to say about that clown.
Whoa. Okay. So where do you stand? I'm going to... Chris, have you chimed in on this fight?
Yeah, I said it was a good win.
Okay.
Not great. Good, though. Solid. I'm going to say solid.
All right. Can you break down your reasons for why it's not a great win?
Because other than Austin Trout, he really didn't fight nobody. Yeah, he beat up a lot of he beat Lopez. Lopez was a small dude. He beat up a lot of people that were in smaller weight classes.
Yeah, the Matthew Hatton fight was a joke. He won that title. You know, he came in overweight. Hatton agreed to let him go in the ring and fight for the title when he shouldn't have done. Ricky didn't want him to fight. You know. But, Floyd, Floyd done his thing, man. Floyd done his thing. So, we have all Floyd's opponents out of the way. Let's quickly touch on the Marcus Maidana fight, which has been announced tonight. Is that going to, if Floyd wins, that's assuming if Floyd wins, is that going to help his resume any?
Yeah, because he's kind of unifying the titles.
Yeah. You guys could
Other than that, that's it.
You guys
what is he? The WBC champion right now?
Yeah.
Floyd is.
Yeah, I'm asking the question.
Maidana's WBA.
Yeah. Well, we're saying he's going to win. We don't know if he's going to win. He should win. But you don't know, man. Madonna's an orthodox fighter. For an orthodox, even though he's an orthodox flat foot, he beat his young protege. So you don't know, man. He might land a punch over the top of that shell defense, that Philly shell.
All right,
Take
listen.
him out.
Let's be serious. Let's be serious here.
Yeah.
What Adrian Broner does in the ring is nothing what Floyd does in the ring. Okay. Floyd's gonna win Mariana easy.
I ain't ruling that out. Marcus Broner ain't no fucking joke.
Has no chance.
No, he has a chance, but he's a big puncher.
He has a chance because he's a boxer and he has gloves on. That's all the chance he has.
When Devin Alexander beat him, what weight class was that? Was that 140? Yeah.
That was 47.
147. Now he ain't got. Well, listen, has he got better since then? I don't know, bro.
He got a shot.
He's got a puncher's chance, man. If he hits,
got a shot.
Yeah.
Devin fought out of his skin when he bought.
Yeah, and listen to this, he got Robert Guerrero, Robert Garcia strategizing how to fucking beat them type of fighters, and he worked with Adrian Broner. So if Robert Garcia come on the right game plan, he might be able to get him. I don't know, but Floyd's looking good out here, bro.
Because Adrian Broner's a clown. He was partying and drinking. He wasn't ready for no fight.
Real boxing connoisseurs would rather see this fight than the Khan fight. So this fight here, people want to see it. Floyd's happening. This is a good later on. Yeah, this could be. Marcos Bonana's looking like someone. He ain't supposed to beat certain people. He comes in and upsets people. So Marcos Bonana's looking good right now. So good fight for Floyd.
Good. Okay, so I'm cool with the fight. So I'm just gonna ask you guys before we move on. Floyd's got another fight. Let's assume that he beats Madonna because he should on paper. Who should he fight this year that will propel him up there with the boxing gods after Madonna?
It's Lara.
Lara.
Yep.
I agree with Omar. I want to see him fight Lara. If he can't fight Pacquiao or Bradley, he need to fight Lara.
I think the winner out of Marquez and Cotto, middleweight titles.
You mean Cotto? You mean Cotto?
If Cotto wins,
Martinez.
Yeah. If Cotto wins the middleweight title, Floyd go up, be history making, win up the middleweight titles, man. Wicked. That's what he should.
Or that.
Either Lara or Martinez. I agree. Pacquiao is irrelevant. Pacquiao will get
served. Hold on. We don't even know if Martinez is gonna beat Cotto. Yeah. Come on.
No, I didn't say that. I said that's why I said the winner. I said the winner.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got it a two-way split.
Martinez is gonna beat the shit out of Cotto, so I'm gonna say I want Floyd to fight.
We got a bet anyway, Omar. You know that.
Yeah, we do got a bet on that.
I've got a two-way split. The winner of Pacquiao or Bradley or Cotto and Martinez. Two-way split.
No love for Lara.
Yeah, you could put Lara in there, but he's just not a draw, is he?
Nah, man. Lara don't got enough weight coming in that, man. Like you talking about the one you just the two.
Bro, we're not talking Arrow. We're not talking about selling tickets. We're talking about.
Nah. But we're talking about like the guys that you want to see. Beats is right. Like Pacquiao.
Yeah, I want to see Lara.
Nah, no one wants to see.
Nobody likes watching him fight. From a technical standpoint, I can simply say no one wants to see him fight though.
Nah, no one wants to see him fight.
I do. I like watching Lara fight.
You'd rather see out of the two fights Beats just mentioned. You'd rather see Lara fight winner of Pacquiao and Bradley, or the one of Martinez and Cotto. You'd rather see Lara. Is that what you're telling us?
I'll be honest with you. If Lara fights Pacquiao or Bradley, he's gonna beat them both easy. So it is what it is. Okay. But I'd rather see Lara.
You think Lara beat Martinez?
I said Pacquiao and Bradley.
I know you did, but I just asked the question. Do you think?
And at this point, this Martinez with the 2 knee surgeries, I think he beat him too.
Cool. Okay, so let's move on. Out of all Floyd's opponents we went through, which ones are gonna propel him?
Corrales, Castillo.
Castillo, Hernandez.
All right, let Chris go first.
I got Corrales, Castillo, De La Hoya, and Mosley, and Hatton. That's it.
Okay.
5.
Umar.
I got Corrales, Castillo, Hernandez, Judah, De La Hoya, and I'm gonna say, even though I don't believe it, but I'm gonna say what they're gonna say, propelling him in history. They'll probably say Canelo.
Who you got, Earl?
Morales, Arturo Gatti,
and Hatton. My bad, I forgot Hatton.
Sorry, actually, let me start again. So got Jananda Hernandez, Diego Corrales, Toro Gatti, and Oscar De La Hoya. And actually, Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, and Alvarez.
Okay, I'm gonna cop out on my answer because mine is an accumulative body of work. Like people say, the only thing they can hold on Floyd is he should have fought this guy here, Paul Williams here. I don't know where Paul Williams would have fit. You know, that's all they have. I've got an accumulative body of work, and I'm gonna throw the punch stats in, CompuBox stats. People say it doesn't matter. It does matter. It actually does matter. You know, and you know.
Goddamn right it matters. Goddamn right.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does. I've got him as an ATG. I'm just going to come out. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. I've got what he's done in the ring, opponents, style, influence. I've got him down. Not as the GOAT. Not as the GOAT. Not as the GOAT. But I've got him down as an all-time great.
I do too.
Not
as the best ever. But the all-time great.
I don't know about that. But let me tell you something, bro. Like I got him in. When you talk about Leonard and Hagler and Hearns, Duran, and all them.
Nah, he ain't up there though.
That's what I'm talking about, and that's what this is what I'm saying. So
Let everyone say his point.
They're the standard bearers for the welterweight.
Let him say his point. Let everyone say his point. Then you can come in up. Let everyone come in and say his point, and then you can.
They're the standard bearers for the welterweights and the middleweights, and where Floyd is being thing. But if we talk about Floyd, if we take out Floyd from the thing in the featherweights and the lightweights around there, that's where Floyd could argument. And then you talk about Salvador Sanchez and maybe Duran and rest of them. Floyd can mix with all them guys in there. Not the thing, but them guys are not the top tier. When you talk about underneath the heavyweight division, it's the Rans and Hearns and some of them and Sugar Ray Leonard and this and that. I don't see him beating some of them. Benitez and some of them guys there, man. I don't know if Floyd beats some of them. He might do. He'll be in tough fights though. But at least we can put his name in there with some of them guys there. I don't necessarily beat them. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily beat them, but right now he's a Hall of Fame, and that's all that matters right now. Every fight from this point onward, it paves the resume. You know, that's all it's doing is paving the resume. Okay. The reason why I say the middleweight division, because now you're going into the pantheon of the Rans, the Hagler, the Hearns. Don't care what you say. Now you change it to equation because he's just been flittering around the 147 and the 154 division. Clean up, get a middleweight. I don't care if you beat Martinez. Don't care if he's old. Beat Martinez. Now you're in the argument of serious greatness, in my opinion. The middleweight division is the one understandably underneath the heavyweight division. For me, he gets that. No one could tell me nothing, bro. I'll give him all the credit in the world. I would. I seriously would.
So he's yet to do all that. So I'm going to start with you. I'm going to give you two categories to pick. Or you can answer it yourself. Do you agree that he's a cherry picker, boring fighter? Do you agree with that kind of opinion?
Nah.
Umar? You agree with that?
No, I completely disagree. And back to what Errol was saying, I don't believe it's a foregone conclusion that all those guys, just because they fought in the 70s, just because people hold them on a pedestal, 80s, 70s, I don't give a fuck what era you give me. Just because these guys fought back then and people hold them on a pedestal, it's not a foregone conclusion that they're gonna beat Floyd. And that's all I gotta say. And secondly, I don't want to hear that cherry picker shit, because every fighter chooses their fucking opponents. Okay, every fighter chooses their opponents. But it only seems to come up for Floyd, and we all know why it comes up.
Okay, Chris, do you have him down as a cherry picker? Media hype.
Everybody didn't fight somebody. We could go by Sugar Ray Leonard didn't fight Michael Nunn. We could do that about everybody though.
Yeah. Is he media hyped?
He's hyped up by his fans like a lot of these people, but I think he's a good fighter. I ain't say we just being honest about the resume. That's all.
Yeah.
He ain't hating on Floyd or nothing. He's a good fighter, but I think he can be great because I think he could beat the guys he didn't fight. Some of them anyway.
Do you have him as a great right now?
Do I have him as a great right now?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna wait till his career finish up because he still got fights left. Depends on who he fights.
All right. Okay.
Can I say something quickly?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So the cherry picker comment you made, what people call him. So who was his matchmaker and what company was he working under? And as far as I'm concerned, all the way up to Oscar De La Hoya, he was in the Bob Arum top rank corporation. So if you're cherry picking, if anyone was cherry picking, it was Bob Arum's matchmaker cherry picking him for him. So if they want to call him cherry picker, they need to talk to Bob Arum because he's the one who's picking him. Pure and simple. They put the fights in front of him, and Floyd knocks them down. So they're the matchmakers up until Oscar De La Hoya before Floyd broke free of his contract. And look what his resume after leaving Bob Arum, after what he's done, after who he's fighting. Fresh guys, Ricky Hatton, you know what I'm saying? Marquez, and he wanted to fight Pacquiao after jail, before he went to jail, and Pacquiao didn't want to fight, and Bob Arum didn't want it. If anyone's cherry picking, you need to look at what Bob Arum's doing. You know, he's the one who does it, calling out names. So that's what I have to say about that.
Can I piggyback off L? This is my problem with these fucking boxing fans, right? They say that Floyd didn't want to fight Pacquiao, correct? Am I correct on that statement?
Yeah.
You're not too clear, Omar. So
I heard you, Omar. I heard you.
All right. Well, they say that Floyd. Well, you heard what I said. But why is it that Pacquiao can say ignorant shit like this statement? I'm afraid of needles, but homeboy got tattoos on his body. That's why you don't want to take the drug test. I'm afraid of needles, but I got tattoos already. But nobody picks that apart. Think about how ignorant of a statement that is. That should be, if Floyd says some dumb shit like that, they would crucify him. Put him on a cross, put the fucking nails in his hands. Why is it a double standard? Why can't you people use your brains enough to think these things through before you make these arguments? That's all I want to say.
The question, what needs to be asked, is his image, Money Mayweather, making it rain, and, strip club and thrash, and his opinions forthright. Has that affected his popularity and his standing as an athlete?
I'm gonna jump in first. I'm gonna make it quick. The reason what has affected Floyd's legacy, in my opinion, is purely and unadulteratedly race. They don't like the masses. I'm not saying everybody. The masses don't like that a black man is so good, so undefeated, so untouchable, they can't stomach it. So they're going to do anything and everything they can to discredit him. And that's how I feel. And I don't care how anybody feels about that statement. That's how I feel about it. And that's all I got to say.
Just speak your mind, man. Speak your mind. Anyone agree with Uma? I'm going to ask one more question after that. And we're gonna
I got to say, like, the Floyd, when he was with Bob Arum, because of the disputes and stuff like that, after he left Bob Arum, he turned into a villain. And what he's done with his career since leaving Bob Arum is turned the whole of boxing on his head. Like he whether you like him or hate him, you come to see him, and that's the main thing. Like he's the biggest money draw in boxing. He's one of the most highest paid people in the world. He keeps boxing alive. He sells merchandise. He keeps boxing relevant. He's the face of boxing. Yeah, he's not the best. Yeah, like he ain't no Ali, but it doesn't matter. People still talk about him. People know who he is. Man, Floyd is he doing it. He's doing it like no other person's done it before. All the pound for pound guys had it before. He's transcends boxing. Floyd's hey man, he's doing his thing, bro. People love him, man. They either love him or they really hate him. But what he's done with his career is since leaving Bob Arum is greatness, man. This dude's real great. Knows how to earn the money. Knows how to bring the fans in. It's great, man. All we do is talk about Floyd year in, year out. The conversations are crazy, bro.
Yep. He's very influential. And It's not by coincidence that he's earning these purses. This is hard graft. This is a sculpture that he's built over, 16 or 17 years? And whether if he cherry-picked, let's say he did cherry-pick, it's still impressive. That's what he did. He cherry-picked all the way, it's still impressive. He didn't start with no advantage of to set him apart from none of the pros who turned pro when he did. He wasn't given those special privileges. He had to fight his way up. And, the CompuBox stats don't lie. His paychecks don't lie. So, for all the people who like to make jokes when he say numbers don't lie, well, ask his bank manager if he's telling any shit there. You know what I mean? And ask the CompuBox stats. So, last question is, this I'm going to wrap this up.
Yeah, make your videos, clowns, about numbers don't lie, but we know what it is, you fucking clowns.
All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. The first video was about Bernard Hopkins, and I'm just gonna ask you guys to give a quick summarization or whatever the word was, because I'm losing my train of thought here. Is Floyd's resume better than Bernard Hopkins? Gonna start with Chris.
I think it's about the same. Because I'm looking at the landscape where they was at. Because let's be like, huh?
You there, Chris?
Chris might have cut out there. Do you want me to continue,
right?
Yeah,
you continue.
Nah, it's not better than Bernard Hopkins, man. The oldest champion, one of the oldest champions. If you're talking about if you're talking about in one weight class, the middleweight division, then I'd say, yeah, Floyd is better. But you're talking about the body of work, what Bernard Hopkins has done since. Nah, man. Bernard Hopkins' resume is better, bro. You know what I mean? It's better, bro. It's better. You tar bar from there. You got Pavlik. You know what I'm saying? Back down. You got Pascal. Nah, man. Bernard Hopkins' resume right now, as it stands, is slightly better than Floyd's, man. In my opinion, slightly.
I'll jump in and piggyback off what Errol just said, and I'll say this: I completely agree with Errol. You can't put Floyd's resume above B-Hop's for the pure fact that, like Errol was saying, B-Hop got 20 defenses at middleweight. He beat Pavlik. I'm not going to say rehash what he just said, but B-Hop's at least slightly better.
Okay.
Chris is back.
Chris. You there, Chris?
He popped out again. Looks like it. Good beach. You're gonna have to seal it up, then, isn't it? It's a shame.
I'm gonna wait for Chris's opinion on this, man. So I'm gonna hold out for a little while. I feel Hopkins jumping out the ring against Robert Allen, the lucky draw in Ecuador, the fact that he couldn't get past Roy Jones, he had to wait until 2010 to beat him, which to me. That was a bit of a cheap shot, Roy was finished goods by then. I think people make a big deal about what he's done because of his age, but he couldn't beat Chad Dawson to win that light heavyweight title. He had to that was cherry picking against Cloud. That's cherry picking because he couldn't beat Dawson, and he done the right thing, but he cherry picked Cloud because he couldn't beat Dawson.
Yeah, but he beat the man who beat the man, didn't he? Pascal beat Dawson, and he beat Pascal. He was the man.
Not only he beat Pascal, he did push-ups when he beat Pascal. He whooped that ass.
He beat Pascal. Pascal beat Dawson, and he beat him. So he was he beat the linear guy at that wood division.
Okay. I'll concede that. I still.
And he's old as well. He's old. He shouldn't be doing this. He shouldn't be doing none of this.
BC an old man, bro.
He's old, bro. He shouldn't be doing that. How you gonna beat the young Pascal? You're moving out of your weight class. You ain't got no pop, and you moved out, and you've been defeated by a Calzaghe, who in himself is a Hall of Famer this year. And you're moving out into there, and you beat the linear guy, and you beat him twice. Then you fight the young. Then obviously stars make fights. You lose. The first fight is thing you throw in your back, then you go back, you lose it. Then after that, now what do you do again? Look what he's done now. Beat friggin' Cloud. Now he's fighting Shubinov. Man, come on, man.
Yeah, this is serious shit. The Cloud victory was good. I can't deny it. He took
now he's fighting Shubinov, and now he can. If he gets past Shubinov, he wants to fight bloody Stevenson. That's fucking sick. Wherever he loses, well, he doesn't matter. The man's attempting to just try greatness. You see what I'm saying? Because he's old. And he could lose these fights. And any of these fights he could have lost to.
Okay.
Man, I'll give him all the preps in the world. Floyd, that's tight, man.
Man.
Yeah, bro, and he's about to, and his next fight is for another world title against, I know the guy, hey, you can say what it is. The guy did enough to win a world title in Beirut Shumanov. But B-Hop beats him and unifies the belts. At 40, he's 49 now. He's going on 50. Damn near 50 years old. That's special to me, bro.
Yeah, that is special. So what, is it just because of his age or just the resume itself?
It's the age, man.
Both.
The age and the challenges. Because the thing is, you're fighting young guys who are champions. They don't want to lose. I don't see anyone that's giving B-Hops a pass. You shouldn't even want to fight them guys there. But Stevenson fight is a possible fight. And the Shubinov fight, yeah, he's untested, but Shubinov ain't coming to lose. That's that. Why are you even fighting Shubinov? You shouldn't be doing what you're doing. He's not only that he's won the fight, he's defended. He's the oldest guy in history, and then he's defended it against the number one. Like that guy, Cloud's pretty good. People can shit on him. No one can shit on him. This stuff is you're not supposed to do what you're doing. That's why it's called the alien. It's only an alien. Only someone from another planet can do that.
So basically, you're saying what Floyd's done can't compete with.
If Floyd keeps fighting around them ages, yeah, and keeps figuring.
Nah, he's not gonna fight to that long.
Yeah, we don't know. Like, but what I'm saying, you don't know because he's still pretty good. His style's not built on reflexes. It's like Bernard Hopkins. It's built on movement and thing. He don't even need his leg. He can just stand with you. What my point is, if he moves up the weight class, keep moving up. This is a serious stuff, man. Bernard Hopkins, you can get really hurt. He's an old guy. He's nearly 50. You can get really hurt, man. You know, he's not like no 50-year-old, by the way, but you can get really seriously hurt by some of these guys, and he's still like the best in the division. They're not the best light heavyweights of all time, but still, these are champions.
I don't think people are really taking into consideration that this man is almost 50 years old.
50 years old.
Lost twice to Jermaine Taylor.
Yeah, but still, he lost twice, but he on the 20 defenses. But the people say Jermaine Taylor was never the same after that.
Yeah, exactly. And one of those fights against Jermaine Taylor, I think he won. So I didn't get a chance to listen to the resume you broke down on Hopkins. But I can tell you this, yeah, for greatness and stuff like that, Hopkins. You may argue before, but what he's doing of late is some serious shit, bro. It's some serious shit, bro.
So what other fighters who are fighting today can compare with Hopkins or Floyd's resume?
What other fighters today? Active fighters today.
Yeah, active fighters.
There isn't none, man.
Pacquiao.
Nah. Pacquiao's resume is tight, bro. Pacquiao's resume is tight, but because of a couple of losses and stuff like that, it kind of stunk him. But you got to give it to Pacquiao. He's still willing to go back in there, but because Bob Arum's got him, he keeps fighting the same guys backwards and forwards like 6-7 times. It kind of kills it, you know?
Okay.
Listen, man.
Stuck in a rut.
Like Errol said, there's nobody today that can match their two resumes, in my opinion. Pacquiao would be the closest thing, but the problem with Pacquiao's resume is the fact that he fought all Floyd's leftovers. But this is another thing. He fights all Floyd's leftovers, but they want to give Pacquiao credit for these wins, but they want to discredit Floyd. So how are you doing that? You're contradicting yourself. This is why I say boxing fans, for the most part, are idiots, because they contradict themselves.
But you guys are saying that Bernard has the better resume, but Floyd is the pound-for-pound best fighter today. Is that correct?
That's what they say.
You don't agree with that?
No, the thing. I do.
Andre Woods. He says he wasn't active.
I agree with it for this reason. I'm basing it off skills. I'm not basing it off what they're accomplishing at this point, because if you want to base it off what they've accomplished throughout their career, then I have to give it to B-Hop. Because what B-Hop's doing right now is incredible, bruh. My father is 52. This man is damn near 50. My father couldn't beat nobody in the fight probably now. He beat a couple dudes, but he ain't gonna get no damn ring and beat Tavares Cloud. I tell you that fucking much.
Yeah. You shouldn't be doing what you're doing. We're watching something that you're not supposed to be done. He's got grey hair all over his face. I don't know where he lives. I know he lives in an incubator or something. That's for the fight fans. You know, you shouldn't be doing what you're doing, my man. You shouldn't be doing. The thing is, yeah. Not only that, he speaks clearly. He's still articulate. Runs businesses. Boxers usually around the age are beat up and fucked up, man. To be honest, he has got a broken nose and a gap in his teeth, yeah. But that ain't got nothing to do with anything. He hasn't got a gap in his teeth. My bad.
Yes,
he's very articulate, and he's manager. And to be honest with you, he's willing to fight the best at light. Bernard Hopkins is in the second tier of his career, no doubt about it. One of the greatest of all times, yeah. No doubt about it. I put him I rate him very highly at this part of his career. Not the middleweight down. Not the middleweight bit, because some guys you could have fought, but he's making up for it. He's making up for it by putting himself at danger. See, he's putting himself in danger, in harm's way, in this age thing.
I want to piggyback on what Errol's saying. And the second half of Bernard Hopkins' career, the light heavy bit, bruh, I match him up against anybody in history. What he's doing now, because you got to combine how good he looks compared to with his age and what he's accomplishing at the same time. I can match that up with anybody. Nobody. You can name all the Sugar Ray Robinsons, George Foremans you want. Nobody's doing what he's doing right now. Nobody.
You're not supposed to do that from middleweight up to light heavyweight and then still do with Archie Moore kind of shit, right? What he's doing here, Archie Moore kind of shit. What he's doing here, I don't know. What is his motivation to even continue? I mean, you're 50 years old. Why are you still trying to fight him? Because he said, I want to pull it so out in the stratosphere, but I have no doubt but to call him a Hall of Famer. He's just a walking bloody history. So he's a walking history book.
Look, I'm gonna say something real
He
crazy.
went to fight Floyd as well.
You may think this is crazy, but if B-Hop unifies those titles, every belt, if he beats Adonis Stevenson and he beats Kovalev,
holy shit,
I'm gonna put him up there with the greatest of all times. Everybody.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if he does that at that age, at 50, if he unifies those belts and beats those two men after he beats Shumanov, if he beats Shumanov, there's no questions. You got to put him in that.
Stevenson, look how dangerous Stevenson is, bro. Stevenson's more dangerous than Koloff because he's more crafty. If he beats Stevenson, shit.
If he couldn't get past Chad Dawson, that's not gonna happen for him, man.
No. What? You don't think him? You don't? Yeah, but this is what I'm. But even
can beat maybe one of them.
Do you think that's Helm's way though? That's a very he's knocked out every guy since. You know what I mean? That's a very dangerous fight.
You could take out maybe one of them. You could beat maybe one of them, but
don't you think
the two? That if he does that, I'd put him up there. I'd put him above Muhammad Ali, to be honest with you.
No.
Yeah, I would actually.
No.
I would.
No.
At 50 years old.
No.
Two KO.
You know what he is, Beast? You know what he is? He's the greatest. Like you can put him up with one of the greatest light heavyweights of all time.
Right. If he beats Kovalev and Stevenson,
Kovalev ain't done nothing yet.
50. At 50,
but
the
Stevenson.
Two hard-punching belt holders, right?
Yeah, but they ain't done nothing, though. It's like they ain't done nothing. But you rate him high. He'd be one of the greatest light heavyweights of all time. One of the greatest light heavyweights and one of the greatest middleweights of all time.
He'd be the greatest.
Huh?
He'd be the greatest.
Well, he wouldn't be the greatest of all time, light heavyweights. No, he wouldn't.
Who can match that?
Archie Moore.
What did he do at lightweight to match that? What did he do?
Talking about Archie, look how old he was. Archie was old.
Yeah, no, but what did he do to match that?
What to Archie Moore? What, that Darrell fight, bro? And then going up to fight Rocky Marciano for the middleweight.
Yeah, he got knocked out.
Yeah, I know, but at least he challenged for it, bro.
Yeah, but you got knocked out.
I'm
not counting losses. We're talking greatness here.
Look, the Beast. Yeah? He got the bloody light heavyweight champion old, bruv.
Yeah.
Beast. What I'm saying to you, listen to me. What I'm saying.
B-Hop got it old.
No. Listen what I'm trying to say to you, yeah? Listen to me, bro. Listen, them days was 15 rounds, bro. You can't be doing that. Listen, this is my opinion, though, right? I got him one of the greatest light heavyweights of all time if he does that. Yeah, just because them young, they're like Darrells, the two of them. You serious? They could seriously hurt you. And you put yourself in harm's way. You put yourself in harm's way. You're ready to put yourself in harm's way for the fans and to be perfect in the Hall of Fame. I rate him very highly, like Cotto. You said Pacquiao. The other resume you can say is Cotto for me. The other Hall of Famer right here, Cotto. Yeah, yes, Cotto.
Where does Cotto match up to these guys?
Yes, Cotto rats up high, bro, because he's fucking. He's going for the middleweight, bro. He don't need to.
Everybody, and now he's going for the middleweight title.
Yeah, he's going for the middleweight title, man. It's real high, man. Started at lightweight, all the way up to the middleweight division.
Exactly.
Yeah, he didn't win at lightweight, but he won at 140.
He don't stand a chance in hell against Sergio, but I respect him for trying.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
He's challenging for Sergio's gonna beat. Sergio gonna beat.
I don't want nobody to get me wrong. I got nothing but love for my boy Cotto, but he's gonna get beat the fuck up.
If Cotto beats him, yeah, here comes Mr. Mayweather. So a historical fight right here, historical rematch at 160.
Yeah.
I don't have Bernard above Floyd though.
Huh?
I don't have Bernard above Floyd.
At the minute, you don't.
No.
I do at the minute.
Well, he just signed the fight to fight Shumanov.
I do.
So if he beats Shumanov and unifies those titles, and then he goes on and beats those other two.
Yeah. Tell him because Floyd ain't got nothing else. What else is Floyd? Where's Floyd fighting his next super fight? Who's the next super fight other than Pacquiao and Tim Bradley?
We await to see that after the Madonna fight. If he beats Madonna.
Yeah, you see, Hopkins is craving the rest of me.
When he beats Madonna, the only super fights out there for him would be the Cotto Martinez winner, or if he would decide for whatever reason to go down to 140 and fight Danny and take all Danny's belts. That would be only fights that would be like history making, I'm taking belts type fights. That'd be it. And Floyd could go down to 140 and clean that out. I don't see why he doesn't do that.
No. He's done there. He's done there. There's no reason to go there. Bisou's got it. Like, look, end of the day, look, Hopkins, right now, Hopkins is in front of him. But, like, end of the day, Floyd, he's thin for opponents. You know, he's thin. He's thin.
No, but Beast disagrees. Beast said he disagrees with B-Hop being ahead of Floyd.
I know he does. Right now, for me, Floyd's struggling for opponents because the whole freaking Cold War, at least Hopkins, the signing with Stevenson, the Hopkins fight can be made with Stevenson, so Hopkins got a better chance of paving the resume. Nice.
Yeah, Stevenson just signed with Al Heyman.
Yes, right. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So that fight can be made.
Sorry, yeah, Louis Collazo, actually. Louis Collazo.
Yeah,
but Louis Collazo, the players don't
my boy Louis. Shout out to Louis Collazo.
Yeah, big up Louis Collazo.
I like Louis. I don't think Floyd will be looking for Louis. Louis is too tricky. Louis is tricky,
too
guy.
tricky, man. Too
tricky, bro. You don't need to fight.
Louis and Thurman, though. I mean, you
don't need to fight no Thurman either. Thurman ain't bringing. He poorly. He ain't bringing nothing to the table. That's why I ducked you.
Okay. Well, listen. You know I love Danny, but Danny, if he goes to 147, he better not fight Louis. He better stay away from that. Louis the tricky, like y'all said. Louis the tricky motherfucker, man. That ain't no easy fight. That ain't no easy win, bro.
Okay, we went overtime on this one because it was about Floyd. So, I mean, I'm just gonna say, Floyd, definitely not a cherry picker. Definitely an ATG. That's where I'm gonna leave it. I don't know where you guys are gonna wrap this one up and say.
Hall of Famer. That's what I say right now.
I'm gonna say unquestioned Hall of Famer, and I'm gonna say I have no problems with him calling himself the best ever. But that's not what I would call him. But like B said, definitely an all-time great.
He ain't up there with Ray Robertson yet, or Sugar Ray Leonard, or Hagler, or Duran. But he's still climbing up the rate. He's still climbing up. Get the midweight belt, and we'll see what's going on there.
All right, cool. Peace.